him up. Let him get up. Let him get up. Let him get up.
Jerked you off at super speed so it'd...
It might seem ill, feeling to be a dream guy.
ご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りしました。
You gonna say that, Gordon?
If you don't like English voices, why do you read manga in English, bitch?
Aren't you trying to read
You're just too
Japanese
lazy
for
to learn
years?
Japanese.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Let me close out 2 windows real quick. Which video I was watching? This video. So, today I'm just gonna be chilling, video editing or whatnot. Well, I also deleted, who is another PNG tuber. No, not a PNG tuber, but they have a PNG. So anyway, he made a video on the whole like Charlie Kirk situation. Now I'm gonna play it in the background while I do this video or whatnot, but he says some shit that made me think like, man, why we still have so many people have Republicans? And I asked this on the podcast and all that stuff or whatnot. But yeah, thanks. 7 years. LOL, this human. But no, yeah, he's gonna talk about the Charlie Cochran stuff. Come do a face reveal in Discord later. In Discord later. Yeah, sure. Wait, y'all saw how I looked already. What do you mean? Face reveal. Wait, did I show y'all guys how I look? I don't think I did. I know you know how I look. Because when I was in nurse last week, I didn't really care about having my cam on. But no, I'm gonna listen to this video while doing a video.
The killer of Charlie Kirk got caught, and let's not play dumb. He wasn't black, wasn't Latino, wasn't an immigrant, wasn't LGBT, wasn't a Democrat, and he wasn't trans. Nah, he was homegrown Republican stock, raised on Fox News.
Okay, so I got some Popeyes, right? I got the Hot Ones chicken sandwich because I wanted to try it out and like actually react to it while I'm doing this video, right? Now I forgot to put no pickles. That's fine. But they gave me a chicken sandwich with fucking bacon on it. And I'm like, huh? Like, mind you, I don't mind, but like, wait, is this pickles? Yeah, there are pickles. Okay, cool. Like, I don't mind getting the bacon, but it's just, you know? Let's try this out. Oh my god, the sauce is really good. Alright.
Family photos with AR-15s, Trump Halloween costumes, the whole God, guns, and grievance starter pack. That's who he was. But the second Kirk dropped, the right didn't pause for a second. They instantly went to war, but not with bullets, with microphones, with their big media out.
I'm shocked that the governor of Utah said that shit when he found out Charlie Kirk it wasn't a minority.
Outlets. And don't get it twisted, words are riots, especially when you're using them to spin mobs. They blamed everybody before they even knew who the shooter was. It was just coded racism, dog whistles, basically screaming the N-word without even saying it.
I'm gonna say this: Democrats own what happened today.
This is my third time seeing her, and that's wild that she said that.
Cap. That's gotta stop right there. That's cap. That's cap right there. That's cap.
At no point did it ever cross their minds that it could have been one of their own. I mean, come on, it was more than obvious it was one of them. This happened in Utah, a state where black folks barely make up 1.1% of the population, and Democrats only account for about 13% of active voters. Do the math. Why would anyone seriously think it wasn't one of theirs? History already slapped them with that lesson. The guy who tried to take Trump out was a Republican too. Meanwhile, let's be clear, black people are not risking 25 to life just to take out some racist
Because it's awesome. Look at me running around again in Utah. We got spotted way more much sooner. Like I said, They was gonna find this dude, no matter who it is. It's gonna be found out sooner or later. We got cameras. We're damn near a surveillance state. They were gonna catch him anyway. It's just I'm shocked that none of them didn't wait. Usually they wait or some shit like that. Where's the school shooting? They're like condolences and shit like that. But with this, nah, nigga, it was instant hate.
Conservative. It's not happening. We've been surviving racism forever. We're used to it. I mean, we come from the Call of Duty lobbies.
Fucking nigga, you over your fucking.
Oh yeah. Forgot. This it is edited. He did censor it, but I forgot that he dropped hard R's in this. And it's funny too because like, even though I was in the COD lobbies a little bit, this is what I thought COD lobbies just was. This motherfuckers who didn't know how to take a death, and they just get super fucking mad, bro. Kids, grown ass 40-year-olds, doesn't matter who the age was, they just called you hard R's. So, me being me, yeah, I'm thinking like anybody who played Call of Duty is just racist. And then I started playing other games, now there's racist people there too.
Sniper rifle. You fucking nigger, Alex. You fucking nigger, bitch.
Ain't nobody worried about a translucent being racist, but now they want the whole country to sob over Charlie Kirk. They are policing grief, dragging anyone who didn't cry loud enough. Even Kai Cenat, who literally just shrugged and moved on. They even dragged him.
That's the guy with like the crazy ass takes, right? Or some shit. He be saying some crazy. He be saying some crazy shit, right? Holy shit! Don't watch, okay?
Oh, kind of like that too. Cause like I didn't know who Charlie Kirk really was until I thought he was like just another Nick Fortes clone, but I knew he stole that shit.
Hey man, shit. Alright, chat.
You just saw Kai Cenat's response immediately. He found out. It was like, yo, he had crazy takes.
50 IQ. 50 IQ response, bro.
I don't think Kai knows. I think Kai's a good guy, but like he didn't even.
And then you got sneaker with this loser right here, who also says some wild shit. He's gonna be hiding too, which is gonna be a funny part.
Know his takes. He just knows that he's crazy. He knows the opinion on TikTok is negative, and that was his immediate reaction. It shows the average person.
Bro, they never know, bro.
Seriously? Yeah, that was crazy. I even saw what Kai said. That was whack too, bro.
Where was the same energy at with Oscar Grant, Stephon Clark, Trayvon Martin, Sandra Bland, Breonna Taylor, Michael Brown, Sonia Massey? I mean, Charlie Kirk literally spit on Martin Luther King's legacy every chance he got.
We note in our piece that Kirk describes King as, quote, a bad guy. It's true. View that the country made a mistake when it passed the Civil Rights Act. Also true.
You've described Martin Luther King Jr. as awful.
There is a mythology around MLK that does not warrant the reverence that he gets treated with in America.
We're a truth-seeking show, but I can say declaratively, this guy is not worthy of a national holiday. He is not worthy of godlike status. In fact, I think it's really harmful.
He said Martin Luther King didn't deserve a holiday, but now all of a sudden we're supposed to roll out the violins for him. It's like they always demand black people to be the better person. Smile like Obama, preach like MLK, forgive like it's our full-time job. But when it's their turn, they collapse. They demand sympathy they never once gave. And the gaslight.
You saw how they dick right Kyle Rittenhouse.
Lighting is wild. Actually, no, it's cringe. They're cringe as fuck. Trying to guilt black people or anybody into feeling bad for not caring is insane. Everybody's out here shaming folks like we're supposed to mourn a man who disrespected communities nonstop, baited people just to tear them down, and made a career out of it. Why would anyone feel bad for that? That's weird. That's weird as fuck. And with the people making fun of him or celebrating his death, yeah, of course it's wrong. It's wrong to make fun of anybody's death. You shouldn't disrespect the dead. But could we not act brand new? Social media is desensitized, and the other side does the exact same thing when it comes to us. Death gets mocked across the board, so don't suddenly draw the line here. Y'all want to draw the line when it comes to this guy all of a sudden. And man, Black Twitter been trolling the fuck out of the situation.
I gotta find these videos, dead ass. I really got 100% find these videos.
Everybody catch them bullet holes. Niggas got me on my bully.
Fuck your homie with his dead ass, nigga.
Fuck a cougar like she Holly Berry.
What are these dudes?
Just dirty spite legendary.
I got the strap. Hey, I gotta carry him.
I mean, damn, I'm even offended.
But then how much cap going on right now?
Yeah, that's just funny.
don't care. I really don't give a fuck. I look like I
Subscribe.
I don't care. This is such bullshit. I've never been so.
And this is the funny shit too. Like, this was on the day of when the shot happened. People just went crazy. Majority white people went fucking crazy, bro. It's wild that how many people were foaming at the mouth on Twitter. I had to log off that whole day. I hopped in just to see who Charlie Kirk was, and I saw both sides of it. I'm like, this dude's a scumbag. That ass.
I'm pissed in my whole life. I just murdered Charlie Kirk right here in Utah. I'm so freaking pissed right now. This is bullshit. I just saw blood squirting out of his neck. I love that guy. He would have been our next president. I am so pissed right now. Why do they always come with fucking violence? God damn it. Use your freaking words as they're talking to you people.
Bro, he's talking about his own people though, because like, mind you, I still want to hear it from the dragon's mouth. I don't believe that roommate shit a bit, but then again, I don't want to be that skeptical, because if that was their fine, if it's legit, then it's just legit. I can't really say anything about that. I can't really fix anything about that or whatnot. If it turns out like he did it for actual reasons and not like because of a minority party or whatnot, then I'm a little bit upset, but like at the end of it, but I don't really care. But like, it does suck to have to watch a family member get shot. Like, no, it really does fucking suck. Seeing somebody who you love get blown away or bleeding out in front of you, or like just like from a distance, seeing them laying on the ground from a distance, man. Shit really does fucking suck. And I grew up around stuff as a child. Like, mind you, I am a foster child, but I was raised with my grandmas and stuff like that, right? And my great auntie. And like I seen that kind of shit. I seen one of my cousins laying on the ground dead. I have seen one of my mama's husband's sons get shot and laying in like between the living room and the outside. Like, shit's fucked, man, when you see somebody die like that, especially if they're really close to you. But like, to be honest, like, because the Republicans and people who follow them or whatnot did so many jokes on George Floyd, and when you watch that dude die on film, like that shit was recorded in 10K. Why do you think we get so mad and shit like that when it comes to this kind of shit, bro? Because we see this shit and nothing that they can do about it. Like, you could say, oh, Rodney King was, out of line and whatnot, so we have to hold him down. But you have to beat the fuck out of him. Like, I'm so happy he won that fucking case, bro. But then again, like, we're the kind of people who, like, will protest and have bad actors destroy our own neighborhoods even though we're protesting our own neighborhoods. Like, mind you, I don't like people rioting and shit like that. Like, I think rioting is stupid. I think, like, protesting would be way much more better and not give these idiots fucking fuel. Because once you start, like, stealing shit from an iPhone store, which they could easily fucking trace shit back because those phones have actual trackers on them, then rip bozo, why the fuck are you stealing from an Apple store? That's why Apple, like, mind you, there's two things not supposed to do in retail. I learned this too from Loss Prevention. Don't go chasing at them. If you can catch them before they leave the store, fine, you got them. But like, don't go chase them out in their parking lot or whatnot, because it's like, you don't know what kind of backup they might have or whatnot. You get sued or anything, because like people have gotten sued over from tackling or knocking down shoplifters or whatnot. That's why you don't really see them that much out here or whatnot. It's not that we are letting them get the way. No, like, if it's like at a grocery store and you're stealing food, you might as well, because like nobody's not gonna chase you for that. It's food. If there's cops around, they will stop you, will arrest you, and we do have to call the cops, or you do have to report it or whatnot. You're gonna have to report this shit. It's not no, we're just letting people go type shit. No, that was motherfuckers thinking for decades. That's not what's been going on. Even though we have had a lot of shoplifting, that's just where in between, and not even the same areas. That's right. Like, some of that shit's in like red states, my guy. And like, most of the shoplifting wasn't even did by black people. What's this? Majority of the videos for like over like 10, 15 years of people shoplifting. It's like the date's right there. But no, Who
shot Charlie Kirk?
Man, I wish they kept the same energy when that cop sat on George Floyd's neck.
I'm having a problem right now. I'm so pissed. Damn it!
Yeah, but you literally have idiots,
This nigga's take.
demented fucking demon ass bitches out here supporting the shit, dog. So y'all die on that sword, bro. Y'all keep barking that shit. Y'all keep talking that shit. Y'all are giving the other side a reason. Y'all gonna fuck them.
Like, you shouldn't celebrate anybody's death unless it's Hitler. Like, do backflips when Hitler dies, but Charlie Kirk wasn't Hitler. He's just an idiot on the internet and on doing debates and stuff like that, which is crazy because finally somebody was like, yeah, I'm about to meet you, be 1v1. Come on, let's go. I'm ready for this debate. And then you debate the dude, and then he just dies. Like, damn.
Around and find out. Now you gave motherfuckers the ultimate reason to pop off because you took out the ultimate right winger, bro. You took out the top of the fucking food chain. The only thing higher than that is fucking Trump. You missed out on that motherfucker. And this shit's worse because you actually took Kirk out. So what that means is that there's no talking. There's no talking. Y'all keep that fucking energy, bro.
Is he crying?
No.
You motherfucking animals!
She looks like fucking Carly Church's wife.
Progressive, deranged, fucking.
Thank you for the happy anniversary, fam. I'm watching Deleted's video while working on this video right here. But I'm just listening to the video right now, and I'm like, fuck, bro. I forgot how hard people were going in for Charlie Kirk. But like, I want to see how they hard. She looks so fake. I know. It's a filter, guys.
Animals, you are so hateful.
Like, I hate these filters because you can see how fake it is, bro. Like, turn off the filter. Like, look, nobody who is fucking human have a nose that's like that unless you have caked on makeup or some shit or a filter on.
Your hearts to go out and shoot a young man who's never hurted anyone with Christian values, a young, beautiful family, a father, a husband, a friend, a son.
Excuse me.
You shot him. Why? Because you didn't agree with his politics? Because you didn't agree with his ideology? That's the reason why he deserves to die! You fucking animal!
She legit was like, let me see what filter to use. Bro, it would have been funny if she had the one with the glitter on her face, so when she hear her teeth are all glittering, it would have me funny as shit. But no, this is a video from Deleted. Go give Deleted a fucking follow. This is a 45-minute video that I'm gonna semi-react to. But like, I did try to watch the video in the morning, but I didn't get to watching the whole video because I had to like clean up my house and shit like that. The e-girl filter.
You fucking animals! You animals!
Man, all that crying, yelling, pointing fingers, doing the whole blame game marathon for it to end up being white on white crime. Right versus right. In-house. Y'all gotta hold that L. Hug it, sleep with it. Don't try to deflect. But all I see on my timeline is y'all doing Olympic level deflections. And it's low-key hilarious. I'm just trying to figure out how everybody has all this hate in their chest for people that literally had not a damn thing to do with it. Nothing, zero. They just mad to be mad. They using it as a crutch. So then there was a court video of Tyler hearing his charges today. He heard that death penalty hanging over him and he looked like he could care less.
Mr. Robinson, for count 1, aggravated murder, a capital.
I've been saying white people out here nuking each other. Bro, like what I said, I think I said this on a podcast, I have to check. I think I said of the somethings of, damn man, that's crazy when they found out the dude was white. They had all that hate for him and everything. And then the homies started laughing like, what hate? Be like, nah, bro, they try to say he was gay and all this other stuff. Bro, like, honestly, I think his roommate thing is true, but I don't think they're like dated or anything like that. But that text I don't know, fam. I don't know how a 22-year-old would type nowadays, bro. I'm damn near almost 40, and fucking I'm seeing this shit like, damn, I don't type like that. But then again, that person's 22. But then again, they are at college. But then again, usually niggas don't even type like that in general. Like, who the fuck types out like that? Like, use IDK, then use I don't know. Later on, like, what? And it's coming from the same person. Let's use IDK. Unless, like, you're like, I don't know with the period on each end, but that still don't make any sense. Just use IDK. What the fuck is going on here? Like, mind you, the text is probably 100% real, but I don't fucking know that. I just low-key want to hear it from the dragon's mouth. I want to hear why he did it from him, not no fucking weird-ass outlet or weird-ass news outlet. Just want to hear it from the killer himself. Dude's alive. This is a rare opportunity to get fucking his words out of why he done this shit. And I said he's been mostly quiet, but I'm not sure a lot of his whole news. I haven't updated myself yet. I literally woke up like 4 hours ago.
Felony in violation of Utah Code annotated 76-5-202 in that on September 10th, 2025 in Utah County, the defendant, Tyler James Robinson, intentionally or knowingly caused the death of Charlie Kirk under the following circumstances. Notice conviction of this offense may carry the death penalty or pursuant to Utah Code 76-3-207.7, a mandatory term of imprisonment for life without parole, or an indeterminate term of not less than 25 years that may be for life.
Just sitting there like, okay, whatever, zero remorse. Dude is a real demon. Look at that thug right there. It's crazy because there's, I guess, some evidence, some text messages that are coming out. I can't hold, they look low-key fake, faker than a TikTok skit. Because who the hell writes vehicle in a text message at 22 years old? I mean, Twitter been lighting that up. Man, people are way too obsessed with this division. It's literally getting people fired and kicked out of school.
Yeah, the firing shit is wild as fuck. I watched this guy named Zeto or whatnot, black content creator or whatnot, right? And he was talking about how people were calling at his job trying to get him fired because what he said about Charlie Kirk wasn't even that bad. He was just saying like people shouldn't celebrate people's death. Like, yeah, he's a scumbag and like he said some fuck shit about Dr. King, but that doesn't mean you should shoot the nigga. And like now he's giving us updates of people just reporting him at work. It's like, that's crazy. They might end up firing him. He did say he worked at Amazon too. That's crazy. I would never reveal like that kind of information out there if I like worked anywhere or whatnot. Like, I've talked about me working at jobs or whatnot, doing commissions, but that's after commission's done. I usually don't talk about it until like afterwards, or like I'm really fucking busy. So like, let's say I'm not on for like a full couple of days. It's probably either I'm working on a commission or fucking not home at the time. I need my same day delivery, buddy. Back to work. No.
And the irony of all this is it's the same crowd that won't shut up about free speech. They scream free speech until somebody flips the mirror on them and gives them the exact same energy they've been throwing at everybody else. And then suddenly they out here snitching.
The ABC, no fuck, bro, why am I getting fucking updates via fucking Twitch? This is the second shit and I got an update for. Oh my god. First was Charlie Kirk. Okay, why did you sue ABC? Why did you sue ABC? It was because well, what's the name said? With some dude that they fired. I can't think of his name. Fucking. So what happened was home dude from the Late Show got fired, right? For making just a mild joke just about Trump. It wasn't even about Charlie Kirk. It was more about Trump, and ABC Studios had to let him go. Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel. So Jimmy Kimmel said some shit about Trump. Really, it was really a Trump joke and not a Charlie Kirk joke. If you look at the fucking joke, but I think it was the FTC that forced their hand to had to force ABC to fire him, because I heard stories that they really didn't want to fire him and whatnot. Like, actually didn't want to fire him because, you know, it's Jimmy Kimmel. He makes you money. Like, you don't want to get rid of your cash cow. But like now people are saying like, oh, he flew too close to the sun. We gotta get him. But no, they shut up ABC Studios? Nigga, what? Wait, hold on. Is it the Hold on, guys. Is this the one in? That's ABC Studios in Burbank. ABC Studios. News. No, it's not. Is it the news location or is it the set location? Because if it's the news location, that's the. You said it was the building, the station. Yeah. So it's a news location. Oh, this is the one in Sacramento. Okay, cool. I thought this was the one in Burbank. That's still fucked up.
Tonight, we're continuing our coverage surrounding Jimmy Kimmel's late night talk show that was preempted indefinitely by ABC last night. The move is becoming a political hot button issue.
So beautiful.
ABC suspended Jimmy.
I'm really not in the Bible don't like that anymore, but like she's so beautiful. look at this. Look at this jawline that she has. That's more feminine jawline that we need to see for our white women. I'm joking, by the way.
Issue. ABC suspended Jimmy Kimmel's show after comments he made earlier this week on Jimmy Kimmel Live about the killing of Charlie Kirk. He suggested that the suspect in Kirk's killing might have been a pro-Trump Republican. FCC Chairman.
Well, his family was confirmed manga, right? Like. Because what I remember was his family was dead ass 100% confirmed that they were a manga family, and they were saying, oh, since he went to college, he changed and all this other stuff or whatnot, right? I'm thinking, I hope it's not no thing, because like, I know did he turn himself in or did the cops arrest him? I forget. I think he turned himself in.
And Brendan Carr is in the spotlight tonight for comments that may have led to this suspension. ABC's decision to suspend Kimmel has led to protests, including right here in front of ABC 10 studios, where people held up signs today, mostly protesting what they call an attack on free speech and the First Amendment.
Right now, it's Germany in the 30s. That's what's happening.
By the way, Sacramento's so white. It's like how San Francisco has majority white people too, but like you can see a little bit diverse with the little Hispanic and whatnot. No, Sacramento's so white.
Incrementally, different things are being taken away from us. Different,
like, mind you, Oakland is still there, but it's like real far.
Controls, and they're using very explosive events to take control of everything.
Keep in mind, ABC 10 is an affiliate of ABC, but not owned by the network. Our station is owned by Tegna. Following the suspension, President Trump doubled down on his criticism of Jimmy Kimmel's.
Oh, wait. Oh, it was a drive-by? Damn. The shooting occurred at 1:30 p.m. along the 400 block Broadway in TV studios. Damn, bro. I hope they Gucci over there. I hope nobody get hit. But no, we gotta go back to delete it.
Out of telling, calling HR and the principal and the dean, and y'all can't act brand new. We've seen y'all make memes about our people before. Sigged on Trayvon Martin, George Floyd, years of that.
George Zimmerman was hunted at night by Trayvon Martin at 2 a.m. and the stand your ground law allows you to stand your ground up against people that wish you harm.
Y'all can't handle when somebody makes jokes about your side. Suddenly jobs are gone and students are expelled. That's not free speech, that's hypocrisy.
We have sent out over 300 emails to employers, and we have gotten now 15 confirmed fires.
So I've lost my job. I got called into the office yesterday, or they're getting rid of me because of my TikTok. Somebody screenshotted and mailed them to the office to my boss.
So I just woke up. Y'all got me fired from my job.
So someone on here said that they're gonna report me to my job so that I lose my job because I posted that video where I'm showing you guys the things that Charlie Kirk has said.
So I got fired from my job today because one of you guys decided to send my videos, my Charlie Kirk videos, to my boss.
I made some stupid comments about Charlie Kirk. I'm sorry, not sorry for, but I said them. I deleted them when it was requested that I do so by my employer. And then today, on a weekend, I'm told that I am no longer employed at Microsoft.
And it proves that they're only fighting for their own entitlement, not for everybody else. On a serious note, nobody should die over politics, but words have consequences. Yeah, maybe extreme consequences at times. I mean, shit, you push, you poke, you antagonize, somebody somewhere eventually is gonna react. It doesn't make it right, but it makes it reality.
And I'll tell you one more thing that's on my mind tonight, and conservatives everywhere. The idea that people are saying, well, he was an extremist, or he was a racist, or he was a Nazi, or a misogynist, whatever. Charlie Kirk was a mainstream conservative Republican. He had views that are held by tens of millions of people, including more than half the country in the last election.
If I see a black pilot, I'm gonna be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. It begs the question when
that shit's wild, bro. Everybody's saying, no, you don't understand the context. He's talking about DEI. No, bro, he's talking about, like, because, like, there's no DEI when it comes to being a pilot, because you actually have to get certified, like, 8 different times. And a lot of those times, like, you won't even get in, that I was told. And fucking, I just find it wild that he says some shit like this.
you see a black pilot, you wonder, you say, I hope they are qualified. And in the spirit of affirmative action, we have Ramon and Cadillac.
That's like me going on a cruise and be like, man, I hope the Caucasians who pilot this boat's not gonna kidnap me or anything like that, man, because you know there has some history with that. You know, I get kind of nervous every time I see a white ship captain. you see how stupid that fucking sounds? Which is stealing your money. I know. Because you have to, because like lurking stopped working like a long time ago. So let's say like if you tab out or whatnot and like an ad plays, that ad that's playing is a check to see if you have any sound on, if you have like any like interaction with the chat or whatnot and everything. Like, mind you, I don't care how many people was in here. Y'all just chilling like I'm chilling right now. And I'm just talking about shit. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube anyway. And all that good stuff where I get like more views than here. But it is what it is. If there's 0 views, there's 0 views.
Are your 2 pilots. They've never flown before, but they are black. If I'm dealing with somebody in customer service who's a moronic black woman, is she there because of her excellence, or is she there because of affirmative action?
And the same crowd that sympathizes and understands the white school shooter who says, I was bullied, that whole story suddenly goes deaf when the roles are flipped. Like Dylan Roof, when he massacred a black church and cops.
Yeah, I didn't know they gave this whole nigga a cheeseburger. I know they gave him some food, but not a cheeseburger.
Fed him a Burger King sandwich, and now they've lost their damn minds, calling Kirk a civil rights leader. You know, civil rights is equality. Kirk's rights were entitlement, silencing.
I wonder, could I do this here? Can I? Oh, it goes to that screen. Does it still show if I switch to this one? Nope. Hold on. Oh, you know what? Oh, it doesn't work. Wow. Okay. Boo. It didn't work, guys. I thought I could do it, but it didn't let me. Oops. This one. There we go. I thought I could do it, but it didn't let me. So, I was going to just show off something here, but I guess we could watch it here. I have to make this a little bit more smaller. You know what? I should actually just change everything about this. Nah. Or this be wrong. This is gonna be Elden Ring. Throw this down a little bit. Oh, yeah.
Suppressing and punching down.
I'm only here because of affirmative action. Yeah, we know you do not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really serious.
Yeah, saying shit like that's gonna make me punch this nigga. Don't come in here talking about you ain't got the IQ. Be like, nigga, what? But I hate racist dog whistles, though. Because, like, the racist dog whistles, no, you can't touch it with a smile inside your face while talking mad shit to you like this. I mean, with a smug-ass smile, too.
Seriously. The war on white people continues. You had to go steal a white person's slot to go be taken somewhat serious. Blacks in America did not have the same rights they had today. Data shows they were actually better in the 1940s. Let's get loud for Kyle Rittenhouse. I'm also going to offer some context and some nuance about the death of George Floyd that no one dares to say out loud, which is that this guy was a scumbag.
He's going to be so missed. And I just wish and pray that people can at least take the time to not just read little clips of what he supposedly said or did. Really watch his videos from start to finish. Because what?
Nah, read that shit from the context of the clip that was posted. I don't give a fuck. It was 3 seconds. Leave it at that 3 seconds. Misquote this nigga. Nah, I'm kidding. Don't give them more fuel that they need because, like, you know. How you been, Serena? It's been a cool minute. Oh no, actually we're gonna not make the Tsunami bumper. I'm not gonna use clips from Tsunami anymore. Also, I gotta change all the music too. That's gonna be what's shitty about doing this. All the music I'm gonna have to fucking switch around.
they're saying about him.
What I'm gonna do is, since I'm getting hit with like the same songs over and over again, I'm just gonna use the homies mixtape and just throw that in there. I know I'm not gonna get hit for that. If I do, that'd be fucking wild. Like, hey yo, my man, somebody's claiming your work.
He's a wonderful man. He loved everybody. He didn't discriminate. He didn't discriminate. He didn't discriminate.
Remember what BLM stands for? Burn, loot, and murder.
He didn't discriminate.
Black people are allowed to talk about black culture in a way that white culture cannot.
He didn't discriminate.
Black people can go up and say that there's a baby mama problem in black America, and white people are not allowed to say that. Oh, I just did. So what are you gonna do, cancel me?
He didn't discriminate.
Messages that makes him similar to MLK in that way. What change was he trying to enact?
So you can say that, like, so are you okay if can I guess like what you think Charlie thinks? So you're surprised that I'm comparing to MLK because do you think that Charlie was driving races apart?
Oh no, you don't have to like assume what I'm thinking.
Okay, no. So no, we do believe that Charlie was trying to bring us together and he was trying to lift us towards Christ.
Comparing him to MLK isn't just a lie, it's spitting on MLK's grave. Right-wing politicians often hide behind...
I forgot I had this. You know what? Do I ever just redo this? Because when I did the fucking video at first, it was out on the same day where people was like, don't meme this video. We went right to meming this video. I think I'm the only person who has the Guile theme song that's linked with this one. And it's so stupid how the Guile theme song could do that. Alright. I need to actually figure out, could I use my drawing tablet?
Behind this so-called Christian values, the same way the KKK did, using religion as a shield to justify harmful rhetoric and push their agenda under the banner of God's word. It's disgusting. Calling Charlie Kirk a civil rights leader is a joke. Real leaders fought against laws that built to crush people and actually lifted entire communities. Charlie did neither. I mean, unless you want to...
So, hey, there's going to be a little bit of disturbing content here. So be ready. I'm not sure if the video's like gone or whatnot, but like look like it's still like
count the right wing, the privilege. Then okay, sure. If you want to count Trump, okay, fine. People swear he was some kind of warrior for free.
What's here? Oh, control. Okay, so oops. No. Oh my God. Oh wait.
Got to be an old.
Yeah, so these two are actually grouped together, and I forgot to group the other ones. Do we keep the control clip? Because I haven't touched control, even though I said I was gonna play. I haven't touched control at all. I should reinstall it. I got a new setup. I haven't played since I got my new setup, but like I gotta see if it's be able to stream on this rig. Like, it should be able to stream on this rig. It played wonderful on my old rig, which, by the way, Control is one of the games that I played on my own PC that worked just fine. Well, I couldn't stream it though. I knew I couldn't stream it. I didn't try to because I know it was gonna work. But like I think this footage is from my old PC. Because I didn't play this on this PC. I never installed it.
That's got to be an altered item.
Like, hold on. Let me play this from. Can I just make this? What's it, please? And then do that. All right, cool. Sometimes you gotta fiddle with the previews or whatnot. Yeah, so this is definitely at like 1080p though. Actually, yeah, the project's at oh no, this is at 480. That's a preview. Hold on, where's the metadata on this? Can I put this in B-roll? Oh, here it is. So 7 by 720. When did I actually? What's the date? 2023. I built this PC in 2024, I think. No, I had this PC for about 2 years. I'm not even sure. Cause I bought. Oh, you know what it is? I bought the graphics card. That was the last thing I had. No, that was the first thing I bought. I bought the graphics card first. And then I bought everything else. The graphics card was on sale. I'm trying to remember when I bought this shit. I was so lost about playing this game, by the way. Is this a flamingo fight? The light flickering on boss fight. Wow, the control looks so fucking good for what it is. I think I was lost on where the boss fight was at. Yeah, this is the flamingo boss fight because I run around here for a minute. And then I end up hearing some shit. I'm like, where's that coming from? Thought it was this right here. And then I'll see like the door. I wasn't trying to explore. I was actually just like, I think I was just high as fuck. And this is the start of yeah.
That's got to be an altered item.
Yeah, this is on my old setup. This is the puzzle that I fucking hated. I had to look this shit up.
Changed, not for me. But the Bureau has changed. Trench and Darling are gone. Hedron is dead.
By the way, I'm going to get Control too. I actually do like Control.
Free speech.
I did play an Alan Wake game, but it was an off-brand game. I think it was one that involves like a hotel. That game was fine. I didn't like how the story was structured, but it is what it is. I heard Alan Wake games are really good. I do watch videos and gameplay of it, but I haven't watched gameplay of the new game because like I actually do want to watch like a certain streamer play it, and they haven't been on for a while to play, so.
But can we be honest? The First Amendment existed long before he was born, and it isn't going anywhere. He wanted the freedom to say whatever he wanted to say without ever having to face consequences. His ideology was chaotic, sloppy, and dangerous. The man literally said in public that he wanted people to be unalived in public, and now he's gone in public.
We should bring back, public executions on certain people. No, but think about it. That's how you should. By the way, this is my other problem with death penalty. It takes too long, too many appeals. It should be public, it should be quick, it should be televised.
Honestly, that's like what we should be doing, and I agree. It should be public and public square.
By the way, you could force the government
to watch it.
You could have like brought to you by Coca-Cola, and no, I'm not kidding. By the way, I would totally tune in to see someone get their head chopped off. And you know what? I want to watch that execution. That'll make my day better. I want to see him on a public block and get him be publicly executed. And I think that would be justice.
Don't make kids watch it. And I think, no, the absolute
I think at a certain age, if it's initiation,
you can drive, you can watch it.
You should see it. What is the age? At what age should you start to see public executions?
16. I think you could do it.
Yes. Well, okay. So, when I started seeing public executions on the internet, I was well over the age of like 19, 20. Because I didn't go on the internet to like fucking look at that kind of shit. Like I was exposed to like Newground shit during high school or whatnot. There was this hentai game, it was a boxing game, it was a furry game. And me and the homie, we were just fucking around because me and him, we didn't know it was not safe for work. And his mom, who was the teacher, by the way, was right behind us. Scary ass shit that went down, right? So we're playing the game, right? And we hit her. All of a sudden, her titties are out. Me and him panicked, but we didn't panic or yell or anything like that. We hit R4 and took a breath. We look, and and his mom's doing. I think she was reading something. I think she was doing grading or something like that. But we were in the clear, bro. Scared the fuck out of us, bro. Because like, bro, this is why I hate. This is why I read like tags or whatnot and everything like that, because I'm gonna be ready. Like it was that, and like this is what had me look up shit. Actually, I think that was the first thing that had me look up shit online nowadays. Was that incident at school? Shit was crazy. Cause we didn't know like it was gonna be titties and just popped out of nowhere. Like we ended up laughing about it for like 3 days straight, bro. Shit was funny. But nah, fucking friends that I had like 8 friends. Still talk to Kamal to this day though, but that nigga missing now. Heard that dude whole mouth gotta get rearranged because that dude did not take care of himself.
Earlier, I think you maybe at age 12.
The irony writes itself. And the truth is, two things can be true. Does it seem like our freedom of speech isn't so free at times? Of course. Am I against somebody speaking so freely and chaotic? No, not necessarily. Do what you want to do. I'm about doing and saying whatever the fuck you want to say. But understand that consequences will happen though. Sometimes you'll fuck around and find out. I'm not with the silencing. Don't silence nobody. You want to be an open racist, I mean, by all means, the floor is yours, but consequences sometimes come with that.
I just want to point out that the Democratic Party has had a far more sensible and reasonable response to the Charlie Kirk shooting.
Yeah, but it's also there was a lot of people that was making fun that was dead, and I think that's kind of fucked shit. That's all I was like. In the last stream, I was like, wait, give it a week, because I didn't know home dude fully died at the time. I just thought dude was hospitalized and not heard about it. Damn, like that's fucked. I ended up looking at that shit too. I was like, damn, that was a high caliber rifle. My nigga got sniped. Not saying that he's my nigga or anything, but you know, it's a phrase that we use. But no, okay, we gotta do all that. But no, Charlie Kirk getting sniped, seeing him get sniped like that's crazy.
Than the Republicans, and this is not even up for debate. And I'm not talking about random people online. I'm talking about people with influence in the Democratic Party. Obama said, we don't know yet what motivated the person who shot and killed Charlie Kirk. This was the day of, but this kind of despicable violence has no place in our democracy. Michelle and I will be praying for Charlie's family tonight, especially his wife Erica and their 2 young children. Joe Biden said something similar. There's no place in our country for this kind of violence. It must end. Jill and I are praying for Charlie Kirk's family and loved ones. Kamala Harris said, I'm deeply disturbed by the shooting in Utah. Doug and I are sending our prayers to Charlie Kirk and his family. Political violence has no place in America. But some of the most prominent Republicans online who've been invited to Trump's White House by him had a different tune. For example, Libs of TikTok said, this is war.
Yeah, Libs of TikTok saying this is war is crazy. And that was posted before we found out who the shooter was.
Gunther Eagleman, they've declared war. Joey Manorino said Democrats should be labeled as terrorists. Elon Musk said if they don't leave us in peace, then our choice is to fight or die. What?
Yeah, what? Be like, bro, worry about all that fuck shit having a site, bro.
Laura Loomer said that Democrats are a national security threat and said that Democrats randomly should be investigated for no reason. This is someone who's at the White House like every other week. Every major Democrat who's actually elected or has been elected or has influence in the party has come out and said, we condemn this 100% and it's wrong. But the Republicans, many of these influencers are declaring civil war. What?
And what exactly pisses me off is they want the whole country to kneel and whisper grace for Kirk. But where was that same grace when George Floyd was turned into a meme? Where was it when Emmett Till's mutilated body was paraded in classrooms as a history lesson instead of his humanity?
I didn't know about the Emmett Till stuff.
Black people have been forced to eat centuries of trauma, raw, with zero sympathy. But one racist dies, and suddenly we're supposed to bow our heads like it's a funeral in church. Y'all need to miss me with that shit. And miss me with saying that he's not racist. The things he said was indeed racist. Or maybe you could say prejudice. I feel like it's all under the same umbrella though. Don't get it twisted. I'm not out here celebrating death, please. I'm not, because I feel like karma's a big bitch with a wide back. You know, watching anybody bleed out on camera, that isn't normal. It scars you. I wouldn't wish that on anyone's kids or nobody's family. Death doesn't wipe the record clean. Doesn't mean pretending he was something he wasn't. Kirk went out the same way he lived, wrapped up in the same violence he spent his career justifying. He justified that shit. And that's the real headline. America doesn't hate violence. It just hates when
I should change that intro. Nah.
Violence goes off script.
That was like the first intro I ever made too.
If it's black on black or immigrants hurting each other, okay, whatever, whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. But let that same violence loop back and smack their poster boy. Now it's a national tragedy. Now it's martyr talk. Now it's candlelight visuals and a moment of silence at NFL games. And honestly, you can't bully me, man. You can't bully me into the fake sympathy. Not because I don't know what loss is, but because I know double standards when I see them. I know the same system that handed Kirk a platform is the one stomping us out every day, then gaslighting us to show grace. So let me put it plain. This ain't about Charlie.
You know what's funny? I have to resync this video because it's out of sync in the original Be Right Back. So like I have to resync this video.
Fight back, nigga! Fight back, nigga! Fight back! Fight back!
Oh, dude, I'm so fucking high right now, bro. This is crazy. I haven't smoked a joint in like a long ass fucking time, bro, and I'm getting faded.
Kirk, it's about America's selective grief. It is what it is. I don't care if it's an uncomfortable topic. Y'all just gonna have to hear it for what it is. Black death gets TikTok jokes and hashtags. White death gets memorials and sainthood. Until that hypocrisy dies, don't expect me to play violin strings for a man who cashed checks off keeping that imbalance alive. He was for the division. And what's crazy is Charlie Kirk's actual last words. No, they weren't about peace, family, or anything remotely noble. He wasn't leaving this world with wisdom. He was mid dog whistle. He was doing what he always did, trying to convince people that trans folks are some lurking.
Hold on. Ah, fuck, I gotta replace the file. Please. I believe this is the music. I just what is it called? Anime sponsors. So it should be an A, right? I don't see it here. Conversions? No, it's not there. Ah, here it is. It was somewhere in here.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りしました。
All right. Which one's this one? Oh, okay. I did put it twice. I knew it. All right, cool. So, I actually found what this movie is called. What this movie is. It's an old film about these women who are at a Nazi camp near like Japan. Because this is happening like between World War I and World War II, I think, or during World War, or a little bit after World War II. No, I think it was during World War II. And there was a lady there who got kidnapped off a cruise ship because she has some kind of like film on her and whatnot, and so they're using her as hostage. So she's here. So they sent a spy or a commando in to go save her. It was a woman or whatnot, right? But she also gets captured, but she got captured on purpose. And the fuck shit they do in this film is fucked up. But also a lot of it's just like comically hilarious at the same time. This shit. Like if film was made like that today would be problematic. But no, what is this? Alright, so this is for song's not here anymore, right? I'm gonna really use a lot of these and just change them up if I just had them. This was this one? Did I show this off in stream? I think I showed this off in stream because I see like, yeah, I did show this off in stream. So you're gonna see what happens in a sec because I kind of messed up a little bit and did two different colors, but I left it as the same anyway because it kind of actually pops out if you do that. But yeah, I did kind of mess up a little bit on that. But no, it's supposed to go out for like the whole song. By the time you get to the end, it's already popped out. Okay, cool.
Sand in your butthole.
I'm sorry. So, this is actually a real Twitch account. It's called How It's Manifested, and you can go there and like after you can put in prompts for have it do commercials and shit like that. And so I did booty hole sand, and this is what they gave. This is how I got this, by the way. It's actually a Twitch site.
Having a dry butthole? Introducing our revolutionary new product, Sand in Your Butthole. Simply pour the sand in and experience maximum comfort. Enjoy a luxurious feeling of sand in your butthole every day.
Okay. I gotta actually fucking hold on. Because I can actually save this as is. Let's save real quick. Do this. No. Let's render this out. It's not that big.
Threat while ignoring the fact that statistically the most dangerous person in America is a conservative white man with a gun. That's not opinion, that's data.
Yeah, it's working. Hey Charlie. Hey, hopefully we're gonna have a little bit more disagreement.
I'm gonna skip through a little bit of this because we do have to watch Channel 5 News broadcast on this because like I actually do like Channel 5 News. I think they're based in everything that they do or whatnot because they actually show like the real shit. Like if it wasn't for Channel 5 News, I wouldn't have found out about the underground fucking tunnels that they have, or the hobo world under like Las Vegas and stuff like that.
And
there's some fuck shit happening there though, like some real fuck shit.
And I said, "There's
total." Kirk couldn't even on him.
I mean, which I know I was essentially saying you have the burden of proof.
Disrespecting black people, any swerve.
Great.
And then those were his literal last words. He was unalived, dodging reality, disrespecting black people, anything to avoid
Having a dry butthole? Introducing our revolutionary new product, sand in your butthole. Simply pour the sand in and experience maximum comfort. Enjoy.
Oh my god! So I'm gonna do something like this. I'm gonna use the sound, but I'm gonna use this for like dumbass shorts.
Enjoy a luxurious feeling of sand in your butthole every day.
Alright. I don't listen to this too. This is not even that big either. I'm gonna get these memes. Get these fucking memes. Alright, where is 13? Actually, hold on. Nope, 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 nope.
Having a dry butthole? Introducing our revolutionary new product, sand in your butthole.
Alright, let's go back to hearing about this bum ass dude.
Ability when it comes to bashing everybody instead of white conservative men. And the irony, the exact same day another school shooting happened. I mean, that's not funny, it's horrible. But guess who pulled the trigger? A 16-year-old white boy. You cannot make this shit up. Now, conservatives are spiraling online. They've been spiraling all week, crying like this is the greatest tragedy their world has ever seen. They are losing it, crashing out, going stupid online. Meanwhile, as a black man in America, I can't find sympathy for Kurt. I don't cheer for death. That's dark. That's weird. But do I feel bad? No. Hell no. Fuck no.
Hell no. Hey, fuck no. Fuck no.
Because like I said before, when it was Oscar Grant, Stephon Clark, or Breonna Taylor, they laughed. They mocked us. They told us to get over it. They questioned the situations. They made memes, which is fine. Do your thing. Show me how you really feel. Every single time tragedy hit our community, they found a way to make it our fault. Oh, but when it's one of their own, suddenly it's too far. Suddenly it's off limits. Suddenly it's, we blame everybody else. That's why trolling death will never sit right, because when the narrative flips, when it's your side in the coffin, it doesn't feel so funny, does it? It's like
fucking true, bro. I'm still mad at Candace Owens for that fentanyl shit.
come on, bruh. Even when they found out who the shooter was, when they realized it was one of their own, they still spin the block to target HBCUs. The hate for black people runs so deep.
Yeah, I didn't know that this happened. That's crazy. Like, this is before they even found out, I believe, who the killer was and all that shit. But it is what it is.
It doesn't even make sense. At this point, they rather eat their own shit than admit they're wrong. That's insane and wild behavior. I don't even know why I paint that kind of picture. That's crazy. And they don't ever bring that kind of smoke to the hood. They over here threatening HBCUs, but they wouldn't dare bring that to the hood. They know better than that. Nah, they'll only pop off at schools and innocent people because they know they'll get folded the second they tried in a real ass hood. These are the same people who clown Mexicans, mock immigrants. I mean, Charlie Kirk literally went to a school and debated in an ice hat, cracking jokes while families were being ripped apart. Real human suffering. And the right treated it like it was stand-up comedy or some shit.
And now I'm not.
What's your hat say?
ICE.
What does that stand for?
Immigration, Customs, and Enforcement. Hey, don't touch it.
What are you doing?
Gotta let her have her emotions, man. Just listen.
Have a nice day.
Listen, I'm not saying that she was right.
Let's have a conversation.
She was wrong for that. But you gotta show yourself.
He didn't discriminate.
They laugh at that misery.
I think this is funny now the way you just edit that in right there. That's crazy.
They think shit like that is funny. The second those same tactics get flipped back on them, suddenly it's too far. Suddenly it's crossing the line. They don't want the truth. They want immunity. They call it debate, but it's not debate. It's rage bait. They just picking apart words like vultures, hunting for triggers just to push people buttons. Then they slap a Bible verse on it, hiding behind Christianity, and try to act holier than thou while spitting venom. But the energy you push out is the energy that just comes back. And that's exactly the karma Kirk invited into his own life. You have to understand that. And he knew that. He was okay with that.
I live like a capitalist every single day, Shank. I live as a capitalist.
Yo, what was this? I haven't seen this side of the video. Yo, did he just use the C word? That's crazy. Yo. Yo, that hit me like a flashbang, bro. Hey, yo, nah. Yeah, bro, that's fucked. Yo.
He didn't discriminate.
You do not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously.
I didn't see that. The one I'm like, yo, that's, ooh.
You had to go steal a white person's slot to go be taken somewhat seriously. I couldn't make it on my own, so I needed to take opportunities from someone more deserving. You know, this is how arrogant Joy Reid and Ketanji Brown Jackson and Michelle Obama and Sheila Jackson Lee are. Imagine the world without Sheila Jackson Lee or Michelle Obama or Ketanji Brown Jackson. They think this is persuasive.
He didn't discriminate.
You had a daughter and she was 10 and she got raped. And she was—
Oh yeah, this is fucked, bro. I don't care what anybody says. This is fucked. Like, I know somebody who even though they're pro-life would say like, yeah, what Charlie Kirk said is fuck. I gotta hit him up, see what he says about that though, cause that's crazy.
was gonna give birth and she would and she was gonna give birth and she was gonna live.
Like, I don't even know why we even have shit like Roe v. Wade. Like, let women just choose. Like, oh shit, just let them like choose. I think that's fine. Oh shit. But no, yeah, I'm like pro-choice. Let women do whatever the fuck they want with their bodies. Deadass. I don't really care. It's not my responsibility to like vote for something that's to the detrimental of the opposite sex. I think that's so fucking stupid. Be like, a lot of women need like abortion clinics and stuff like that, just in case you can't have kids, or like financial reasons, or even like, you know, fucked reasons that we've all seen before. I don't know, man. I was seeing abortions being pushed on to like other communities or whatnot, but like when and this is before like the social media actually caught up to this, because I think they stopped it. I think it was in a Muslim community or whatnot, where I think we're promoting like clinics there with billboards. And like, I think this is, I'm not sure if this was Vice or some other thing, because I said this shit over COVID, and I'm sitting here like, damn, that's crazy. Or was it vaccinations? It was either vaccinations or abortions. It was one of the two. I could be wrong, but I thought that was like wild. You post that in like in communities like that. Because like usually in black communities you get like the condoms and the teen pregnancy stuff or whatnot, and mind you, we did have teen pregnancy, but it wasn't like blown up like that. Like the media only made it like it was blown up.
Would you want her to go?
But mind you, it was still fucking terrible that a lot of teenagers during the like late 80s, early 90s were having these kids and stuff like that. But there's fuck situations that should happen a lot, and a lot was underage. Like I had 3 girls at Crenshaw who were pregnant like that.
Go through that and carry her baby.
That's awfully graphic.
But it's a real life scenario that happens to many people.
The answer is yes, the baby would be delivered.
Crazy, right? I hope his kid doesn't see this.
Oh, okay, great. So that's insane.
Now people are rewriting.
I want to know the rest of that though. I should watch that episode. I bet you that episode got hit up with a fuck ton of views, but I bet your comments are turned off though. If they're not, that's wild.
history. This whole civil rights leader shit, that's just insane, man. Civil rights is about liberation, equality, protection for all, and Kirk stood against all of that. It's the fact that he disrespected the civil rights movement, the very reason black folks even have basic freedoms today. Basically implied it never should have happened.
All right. Okay, what's your question?
So I've seen this, and this is the only part that I knew about Charlie Kirk before I knew about all this other stuff. I heard him say this is his 13-year-old because I think either Internet Today or somebody else covered it, and they were talking about how much of a scumbag he was and whatnot. I was like, damn, that man's a scumbag. So a 13-year-old to his face like that was into politics. Like, I hope this kid like keeps going in politics and like actually like get up there because dude, I got the best joke of all time. All right, Gunther, drop it. Drop the joke right now. It better be funny. I'm gonna time you out for negative 80 seconds.
The civil rights bill should be overturned.
I didn't say that. I said it was a mistake.
Why? That's crazy. I wouldn't be here. That's trouble.
But because
like that kid was right. That's trouble. 13-year-old kid has more sense than this dude. That's wild though. Like, I wonder what party that kid's gonna represent. Cause I hope he's not Republican. If so, like if he's independent, cool. That's real cool if he's independent. If he's like apolitical, like he's not apolitical because like he's doing everything and whatnot. But he's like comes out to be like independent or third party. That'd be wild. British rap is a thing. So if you do the same thing with funk gen, you can shorten the gen of British rap and call it stop. No, I'm not saying that. You almost got me. Brit rap. You almost got me. That was a good joke.
He said this with a smile, wrapped it in Christianity, and wasn't too dark skinned. People called it values instead of what it was, which is hate.
Yeah,
and
I
one
didn't
of Kirk's
know he was the Asian racial slur. That's crazy, bro.
go-to talking points was black families are broken because the dads aren't around.
What percentage of blacks have a father around when they're raised? 20%.
So
80% of blacks do not have a stable father around. It is the most predictable way to end up in prison, end up as a murderer or a criminal.
And
it's not a racism problem. It's not a white supremacy problem. It's a fact that black fathers impregnate women and they don't stay around with the women that they have impregnated.
It wasn't like fathers was just leaving. There were a lot of other factors too, like some have died, some have had to work off like state or whatnot, some have to fucking not involve bullshit around their kids. There's a lot of factors that goes into like black families and fathers, but that hasn't been a thing since like the mid 2000s. There's like a lot of the millennials started staying with because like we all grew up, the people who are millennials, like who grew up in like situations where we didn't have a father, didn't have a mother, we grew up and try to like, you know, be better than that, right? And a lot of people don't talk about that. They don't talk about the people who actually stay with their significant other or whatnot, or even if they break up or whatnot, like they'll still like keep the kids around and whatnot, because like a lot of those people a lot of us don't believe in like doing the whole baby mama drama thing where you're paying for child support and shit like that. We see that's kind of fucked up, you know? Like, we understand if you can be a father and you be there, you're going to be there or whatnot and everything. And that's all you have to do or whatnot. Like, is there like epidemic of like baby mama drama and shit like that? Yeah, but that's like, it's only been pushed throughout the media with those cases and whatnot, because those cases is not everywhere. Like, mind you, that shit went down like over the decades or whatnot. Like, even for people who are like not single, that shit went down by a lot. But people don't point out because they want to point out the ratchet shit we see online, which is crazy.
So it's culture. It's accepted in the black community, and it shouldn't be.
Culture. Okay.
75% of black youth are raised without a father in the home. 75%.
That is not true.
5%. The more money we've spent on black America, the less fathers we have, because black women divorced black men and married the government.
Yeah, sounds real.
That's wild to say that.
neat and packaged, right? But what he never admits is that this wasn't some accident. It was engineered. White America built that system. All right, so let's get into our history bag real quick. We already ranting today. This is a rant video, obviously. Let's really get down to this. We're gonna talk about everything. So from day one of slavery, the strategy was clear. Break the black father.
This is gonna be really dark. Hold on. Does he go through all of it? Yeah, he does. All right. So we're gonna go here real quick.
Together, you got 400 years of slavery, another 100 years of freedom with no rights though. That's 5 centuries of being stripped down, shut out.
Yeah, I think there's people who are still alive that remembers the civil rights movement, who walks with Dr. King like physically, are still alive right now. But then again, like this only don't apply for those who like are like not us. This applies to those who actually just hate us for no reason, to be honest. It's not like fucking blacks not liking this is like a racist thing or whatnot. Some people went through some shit, you know? I'm not saying that's not okay. We should be better than that. But like at the same time, like look at the shit that we've been going through, right? But it is what it is.
And locked in, and we're barely 60 years into actually having rights on
61 years. Yeah, a lot of grandparents are still alive who are 61 right now.
Paper, just
or even older, like in their 80s. Like there's some ladies in their 70s that are still alive doing civil rights. Hey, Kumatron, if you're not down with I got 2 words for you.
60 years. That's nothing compared to centuries of being treated as property. And even then, the first 30 of those years were spent shoulder to shoulder with people who didn't even believe civil rights should exist. When the civil rights passed, the law said black people had rights. But did that
oh yeah, I still have this. I think I have this picture somewhere.
Suddenly make racist white folk treat them with respect? Hell nah. Man, that hate didn't disappear overnight. It stayed in their homes, their jobs, their neighborhoods. Black people still had to live amongst people who hated their very existence, still dealt with cops who refused to protect them, and still lived under a system that looked the other way. The law might have changed on paper, but people carried that hate in their hearts for years, and many still do. Because if my grandmama lived through that, my grandma actually lived through integration. She was a part of the school system that integrated, and she's alive today. She's alive to tell those stories. That's how recent that shit was. When they couldn't keep us chained, they kept us broke. Banks denied the home loans. Employers blackballed black men, knowing the traditional family model relied on the men working while women stayed at home. That was their way of life back then. So no jobs, no housing, no way forward. That was all by design. And that's exactly why the Black Panthers were born in Oakland. Not as some glorification of crime, but as survival networks, protecting the neighborhoods from white supremacists, especially because the system refused to do that. And right when that structure formed, the government flooded our streets with dope, lit the fuse and called it the war on drugs. I mean, come on, man. Y'all already know what it is. It wasn't a war on drugs. It was a war on us. Locking up black men was profitable. Private.
You know what's fucked up too? The music was fucking hard as fuck back then. I was watching a dude who was talking about coke rap and how good the hip hop scene was back then because of a lot of that shit. A lot of Wu-Tang stuff is like coke rap. West Side Gun, coke rap. Fucking Fly Guy, by the way. There's a lot of dudes. A lot of fucking shit that was made in like the early like 90s. A lot of coke rap came from that. A lot of good hip hop came from that era too, like a lot of good shit.
Prisons cashed in. Meanwhile, the DEA teamed up with the CCA. They trying to lock niggas up. They trying to make new slaves. That was the 70s, the 80s. That was the 90s. Whole generations funneled straight from slavery to prison.
When I put this fashion on, I'm a fashion junkie picking cotton in the country. I bought this out the country. Whips and chains, whips and chains.
That pipeline isn't broken history. It's living trauma passed down. Only now are we even starting.
We speak about it because in our lives we speak the truths, but no one wants to hear it. Fuck them, right? Like, mind you, not racist or anything like that, It's just like fucking how can you be like, oh, Charlie Kirk was a good person, but that has said all this shit, bro? Like, mind you, I'm not gonna show any sympathy of him. It's still fucked up that like those kids have to watch his watch their father bleed out like that. Like, that's real fucked up. Ah, damn, man, fuck. It's crazy because like he didn't even finish his whole sentence.
Starting to piece it back together, going to college, building businesses, taking control. Why? Because the generation that actively held us down are old now. They are unaliving.
So you know, Deleted, I don't know if I said this earlier, Deleted is a PNG, well, not a PNG tuber, but he's a PNG tuber, right? And obviously he's African American. And he talks about a lot of this stuff or whatnot, right? He actually like a person who's like call a lot of people out on this shit. I'm surprised he doesn't have more subscribers. But it's him and another person who does this. But the other one's actually like, I think Static Tokyo does this shit too. I think they did a collab together or whatnot a long time ago. That's how I found out about Deleted.
And losing their grip. And honestly, if it weren't for social media, a lot of the truth would still be buried. So Charlie Kirk's whole argument collapses because it's built on ignorance. He has zero cultural knowledge, zero environmental awareness, zero understanding of what it actually means to grow up inside a system designed to shape and limit you. He doesn't get what it means to be a product of your environment. Y'all never cared about our black tears. Don't ask for black tears now. It ain't happening. Or at least not from me.
This shows they were actually better in the 1940s. It was bad, it was evil, but what happened? Something changed. They committed less crimes.
Maybe they were afraid. I mean, 4,000 black men, women, and children were killed in violent...
I actually do want to watch this whole video in its entirety because I didn't know Charlie Kirk was on here. Like, mind you, I didn't know that much about Charlie Kirk than like what he said about George Floyd that one time. I was like, oh, this is just another Nick Fortes, and like didn't really give a fuck. But I learned so much these past 9 days.
Lynch mob.
That's your explanation, but I guess
racial terror permeated American culture for hundreds of years.
Black America is worse than it has been
that affected
in the last 80 years.
The generational psyche of an entire group of people?
Why does this dude sound like he's dead ass?
But here's reality. That was because of segregation. We were forced into boxed off neighborhoods, given our space, while those areas were deliberately underfunded and starved. And of course, we built something for ourselves. Survival is all we know. But there was always a ceiling, and the second we pushed too close to it, they would torch it. You know, something like Tulsa. That's why Martin Luther King and Malcolm X fought in the first place. Segregation wasn't freedom, it was containment. Black communities didn't thrive more back then. We were surviving inside cages, making the most out of our scraps. There was no luxury, only limitation, and the system made damn sure of it. And honestly, bruh, besides that, this was also
like, mind you, I heard the projects are a little better now because like most niggas ain't about like this burning niggas. It's still, shit still goes on in the jungles, dead ass. Like, but like, I heard it's not popping like it was. But no, yeah, man, the project was the most fucked thing you could do to families, bro.
also a time when all Americans, including white America, were flourishing with land and home ownership. Back when money wasn't inflated, taxes weren't crushing.
I should actually get back into playing Dead by Daylight. Like, I wanted to play as Legion, but like I could not learn how to be a killer at all. I hate the fact that I just got juked. I just hate it. I hate it so much. Like I play as a runner too, and like I know it's annoying because I do the same, because I used to do like a little bit of the same shit too, because it's like I know how the like FOV works, especially like if you have like a wider FOV. I disagreed with a lot of what Charlie Kirk says, but he didn't deserve public execution. Well, he did say, make it quick. Like, actually, like, he was talking about public execution and shit like that. Like, he had a clip talking with some fucking idiot that was nodding with what he fucking said, saying, no, it was another dude who was sucking his dick, yeah. Saying, yeah, fucking, what age, should kids see public execution and shit like that. And motherfucker was like, 12. And the other motherfucker's like, yeah, maybe 16 or something. I'm not even winning back. Cause like that, cause this is like all new to me. Cause I only watched up to like 15 minutes.
And a simple 9 to 5 could get you a house. Homeownership overall was higher. I don't understand why they only focus on the black stats, ignoring that everyone was doing better back then. The real irony is that even in that so-called golden era, black Americans were still treated the worst. So how great could it really have been? If you want to understand, you have to live it. Go move to a hood, rent out a rundown apartment, and watch how systematic neglect plays out in real.
Like you know what's funny too? Cause like I really want to hear Bill Burr on like a little bit of shit like this. Cause like deadass, I think Bill Burr has a pass. He just don't want to use it. Cause like I bet you if he does actually drop the N word, it'll be a soft day, and motherfucker was definitely giving him a pass. It's Bill Burr. Cause like a lot of shit that he talks about, there's a lot of shit other niggas out there be talking about, and I'm like, damn, he actually grew up around that shit. That's crazy.
Real time, but most of you guys wouldn't last a week anyway. You're too scared. And meanwhile, people like Charlie Kirk and white America had a 500-year head start, 5 centuries to build wealth, stability, and comfort, while programming an entire people to believe they were inferior. I don't know if I should continue painting a picture here. I feel like I need to, because I don't see it enough. I don't see people combating with this enough. I feel like I need to. I mean, our ancestors had to live shoulder to shoulder with people in ghost robes, burning crosses in their yards, whose grandfathers literally treated lynchings like communities' festivals. I mean, just imagine it, picture it, because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show it on here. Kids smiling for the camera while a body swung from a tree, unaliving.
Wild, right? And somebody recently quote unquote, I guess, no foul play got roped at university, I think, black dude. And people are saying like that's sus because they're giving out conflicting information to the parents and everybody else or whatnot. But yeah, bro, this happened a little bit after Charlie Kirk died.
Was their weekend entertainment. Fuck the movies, they were unaliving people. Food, laughter, chanting with human beings tortured in the background. That type of stuff today would get you locked in a psych ward as a deranged lunatic. And our ancestors didn't get therapy for that. They didn't get rehab. They all lived amongst each other. That kind of trauma does not vanish, it mutates. So the oppressors pass their hate to their kids, while the oppressed pass down their survival instincts wrapped in pain. That's generational trauma. Both sides inherited it, and we're still playing out those scripts to this day. I'm only talking about this right now because, my God, these motherfuckers are pissed. Yelling at us, threatening our HBCUs because of what? They're white on white.
Right, but debating him with facts and logic would be the best way to take him down. No, like, we have, but like, remember, a lot of these people who do these debate me at colleges or whatnot will edit that out. You don't get that unless there's some third party fucking doing the fucking recording or whatnot. You never get those videos where motherfuckers be stun locked. Like, I didn't know that Charlie Kirk called somebody the C word, the Asian slur. I didn't know that. That was at a fucking state. I think, damn, that's crazy, bro. And like, you want to tell me like they don't control the narrative and whatnot? I didn't see that Asian stuff that was spilled out his mouth, because that's wild to just say that out loud with rage in your tone. Like, yo, my guy, chill. It's not that serious. All right, Bohemian, I'll see you later. Let's see. Well, a lot wasn't invincible. He only understands perspectives of life that others could school him on if properly educated and informed. Yeah, no, a lot of racism is due to people being retarded. Not like there actually are retards. That's disgrace to like people who are like, you know, I'll just use the slur. Never mind. A lot of people who are not educated or whatnot are usually those who are like, have that mindset or whatnot, because they've been segregated from this and told that X is with these people or whatnot without them even not meeting them. So there's some people out there that only be like keyboard warriors. That's why during COVID, we saw a lot of people just be racist online, because that shit not new online or whatnot. Shit always been there. That shit's been in there since the first person in a Call of Duty yelled at somebody with a hard R because they got shot with a shotgun in the back without any general awareness, and they just call you a N-word, N-word F slur, and hard R F slur, and motherfuckers like, oh, you call me that, and then you hear another person's like, oh my god, a kid hears that say that and be like, oh my god, you can say that, and then it just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. And now it gets to a point where we're in this situation to where that's the only thing you see that's online. This shit's not new. This shit's always been here. And it's crazy that how they trying to picture this dude right here. I just want to hear why he did it. I don't want to hear any outlet. I don't want to hear any fucking text, any letters and whatnot. I want to clear out his mouth why he did it. I hope they I know the interrogation, he didn't say shit, so we gotta wait till this go to trial or whatnot until we actually find out why he did it or whatnot. But yikes.
Crime did. That's white on white crime. Why the fuck are we inheriting your beef? Anger shows itself clear. I mean, these are the same people who still obsessed with George Floyd. 5 years later, they act like he's our hero and it's weird. They try and paint this narrative like we praise him or look up to him. No, we called out injustice, police brutality, the same way we called out Rodney King's beating. And the one time conservatives felt even a fraction of that grief, they folded. They can't even handle it. And what's truly disgusting out of all this is when it comes from our own people. I mean, if a translucent do it, I expect it. But when I see failed minorities, the coons, the sellouts, when they jump up to defend people who would never defend them, man, that's so pathetic. These dumb motherfuckers think caping for racists make them look smarter or more respectable. I guess they feel above it all, but in reality it makes them look weak, spineless, because I'm gonna be honest with you, people die every day.
Won't they do?
And every one of them leaves behind family, kids, and people who cared. And believe me when I say, you don't just look pathetic to us, you look pathetic to them. I hate to break it to you, but they're never gonna see you as an equal, man. To them, you're just the good boy, the mascot, the useful idiot who pushes their agenda. And that's where it ends. They'll use you, then discard you. And your dumbass is still gonna stand there thinking you were a part of something.
And I'm gonna say this, Democrats own what happened today. I am devastated. My kids have called panicking. They probably, all the kids of every conservative in the country call panicking.
Fight back! White man, 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 fight back!
I didn't know this happened. This is out in Cali. This happened out here. This is down the street from where the Orange Line is at. Hold on.
They'll use you, then discard you. And your dumbass is still gonna stand there thinking you were a part of something.
And I'm gonna say this, Democrats.
So this is way before we found out that it was a white dude, right?
Own what happened today. I am devastated. My kids have called panicking. They probably, all the kids of every conservative in the country call panicking.
Yeah, they gotta fight against those white men, you know? I'm sorry.
Man, fight back! White man, fight back! White man, fight back!
I'm trying to take this serious. Like, hold on.
The kids of every conservative in the country call panicking.
Man, fight back! White man, fight back! White man!
Okay, I thought I saw Myron Gaines in there. I had to check.
Fight back! White man, fight back!
But no, this is in downtown. I think this is. Because I know a building that is right there.
White man, fight back! White man, fight back!
That's the train station.
I'm starting to think they're using this man as a prop. It just seems like they were all itching for an excuse, and now they got one.
Myron's being there would be perfect.
Mr. President, I implore you, call for a civil war.
Yeah, this is wild, bro.
Call for a civil war and let us do our thing. Let us go door to door, street by street, and clean this country.
He sounds like he has a lisp. It's like he that kind of dude. Every time he eats like a sandwich, he like bites on his own beard hair. He doesn't cut that shit at all. He be biting on it.
Please, if you're watching this, you share the same sentiment, send it to Donald Trump, share it on your page, whatever. Get this message out there. This is not a joke. I'm a peaceful man. Time for peace is over. I'm willing to fight and I'm willing to die. We are all Charlie Kirk.
They're running through this bitch like it's the Olympics or some shit. Where is all his rage really coming from? You're mad, okay, cool. But screaming for people to be unalive just to kick off your little civil war fantasy? That's insane. That's weird. It's the fact that black people never call for that. Latinos never call for that shit either. Immigrants didn't either. Nobody outside of y'all ever screamed civil war. That's your daydream, not ours. And honestly, it's corny as fuck. And the last time you guys lost anyway, why the fuck would you guys want to do this shit again? Stop it. Stop it. This whole thing smells like another divide and conquer script. And I'm not rocking with
Whoa. Ew.
I can see Abba and Preach showing this clip shifting the clip where Myron breaking something again. He's at a table. He's at just a random desk at a random one of those folding tables, not with a folding chair, and like he sees the people like doing the whole racist chat or whatnot, and he's like again, and just joins them. Shatters a fucking like a fucking mug, freshman fit mug. Ah, shit.
Shit weird. They are literally using their words as gasoline, and they're trying to light a match. People act like riots only count if you torch something. Nah, you can riot with propaganda, and that's exactly what they're doing right now, shifting the country with rhetoric. And it's crazy because they're doing all this shit as if they didn't pull the biggest act of treason in modern history, storming.
Yeah, people are still denying that this happened, which is crazy.
U.S. Capitol. They got pardons handed out like party favors. If that's not white conservative privilege, I don't know what is. Cause that shit wouldn't have happened for anybody else.
Why are y'all so angry? You have the White House, you have both houses of Congress, you have a Supreme Court that is completely obedient to your president. They're willing to give him unlimited power. They're willing to
she looks super familiar. Who is this? She looks really fucking familiar.
say that he can take SEAL Team 6 and kill anybody he wants. They were willing to affirm that. They're willing to say that ICE can racially profile anybody they want. The United States.
Hey, Akubatron, did you see what happened with Jimmy Kimmel? We were talking about it earlier here, but damn, man, that's cold. I think that's messed up.
Supreme Court has said you can racially profile Latinos based on their accent or the way they look. You guys have everything you want. You have legal racial profiling. You've ended DEI. You've ended affirmative action. You get all the best jobs even if you're not qualified. You can be a Fox Weekend host and be the Defense Department's Secretary of Defense. You can be Kash Patel and be a podcaster who wants to go to Valhalla and run the FBI as long as you're conservative. You have everything. Why are y'all so angry? What the fuck are you angry?
No, she's right though. Why are you mad? Like the messed up part too. We talked about this a little bit on the podcast or whatnot. Of the shooting that happened on the same day that Charlie Kirk died, and how like everybody's talking about it, but except for like the Republican side, and it's kind of messed up. It's like usually like they talk about this stuff, but like now that it's happening so much, like it's just like news of the day or whatever, which is cold. That's really cold. Like you've never seen like the president be like, let's put all flags half mast for like for children school shootings.
angry about. You've banned all of our books. You've banned Black history. You banned the 1619 Project. You don't have to compete with women for jobs. You've
16, 19, let's see, the book, 19, the project, collection of essays, poems, and fictions that brings American history by certain legacy slavery. It's percentage impacts. Funding on magazine issue and has. All right, bet.
chased them out of the military. You've chased them out of the senior positions in the Department of Defense. You've gotten rid of all the Black history in the museums. Museums are terrified. I have contacts that I'm talking to inside of the Interior Department, people who are running all of those spaces where you can go and see a Civil War memorial or something. The people who work in these places are terrified. They're afraid to tell the real history. The people who are working for the federal government are afraid to say the word Black. You guys have canceled Black scholarships. You're damn near, I guess, ready to get rid of HBCUs. Donald Trump just recently said they're not going to fund any minority-serving institution. Y'all have gotten rid of that. You've gotten rid of help for Black kids to go to college. What more do
Bro, I didn't know this happened. That's crazy. What? I thought that, oh, damn, that's wild.
you want?
I mean, they control everything, and they're more mad than they've ever been before. Suddenly,
is that why we get a bunch of PragerU ads on Twitch? I hope that's not why we get a bunch of PragerU ads on Twitch and YouTube. Because if so, that's fucked up.
it's chaos. Like, y'all don't even want peace. Y'all want smoke. You guys crave it. You guys wanted it to be a black or brown face behind that trigger, and it wasn't. It was one of yours. No apology, no accountability. Blaming the Democrats and the leftists. It's fucking weird, bro. What black person from the hood lining up with a sniper rifle for some racist? And then the governor, man, this dipshit.
For 33 hours, I was praying that if
this shit's wild. Listen to what the fuck he about to say. This shit's crazy. When I heard this shit, I was like, that's wild. Like, get rid of this dude.
This had to happen here, that it wouldn't be one of us. That somebody drove from another state, somebody came from another country. Sadly, that prayer was not answered.
He wanted to drop.
Yo, that's crazy.
Up the hard R so bad. What the fuck do you mean, man? What do you mean you were praying it was somebody else? Why is that your first prayer? Please let it not be one of us. That is crazy. That is not leadership. That is racism. Why are you governor of a state saying some shit like that? You are the
like real shit, bro. Like, get him the fuck out of here, bro. Like that. Yo, I'm surprised he's not like let go tomorrow. I mean, yesterday, bro, for saying that shit. That's crazy. Yeah, he said some fuck shit.
Dividing people. And it's crazy because Utah is one of the reddest states in America. Barely any black people even live there. And instead of owning up that one of your own people,
play basketball team probably suck.
People did this shit, you rather deflect, point outward, and keep the division going. That's proof the whole thing was never about truth. It was about weaponizing Kirk's death for more chaos. The whole thing is ugly. And let me be clear, I'm not in the business of mocking death. That ain't my lane, and I believe in karma. I'm good off that shit. But I ain't shaming the people that are doing it either, because the other side been doing it. They've been doing that shit forever. Black pain was the punchline. So when I see people clowning Charlie Kirk's death, it's Is it sad? Yeah. Am I shocked?
I
No.
wanna get some more Charlie Kirk
Honestly,
memes, though.
I'm not shocked. That's the thing about energy.
It's been a
You
week
pump
and I
out
hope they're
hate
fired.
nonstop. Don't act surprised when it comes back full circle. So no, I'm not mad at the people that are sigging on them. I just don't join in it. I don't fuck with karma like that. I'm good. I don't fuck with that type of shit. That shit is dark, especially when families are in the picture. But don't mistake that for me being on some turn the other cheek martyr act either. Cause nah, we tried that. We tried that for 500 years. I'm not even trying to be cringy right now. I'm being serious. My people tried that already. I'm not built for the silence and the forgiveness. My job is to call out exactly how it is. Did Kirk deserve death over his political views? Of course not. But let's not rewrite him as some innocent angel silenced for opinions. His whole brand was bullying, weaponizing a platform to demean groups of people.
Yeah, man, Delusional, I think he's like our age, because like the way how he talks. But he is using a voice filter though.
That's more than just a
think he is. I'm
debate.
not sure.
That's targeted harassment. And here's the part people keep missing. You don't know what someone in the crowd has been carrying. People break, people snap, keep poking, keep mocking, keep laughing at entire communities' pain, and eventually somebody decides they're not gonna be your punchline anymore. Nah, man, it don't work like that, player. You can't demand empathy for a man who made a career out of dehumanizing others, because nobody owes him that. It is what it is.
Hey, by the way, hey, Gugumandaron, they still race out here, by the way. But ever since the crash, they've been a little bit more safer. But yeah, they still race over here. Oh shit, Ruin Lion commented on it. They still race? What do you mean? So you know the all those all the Asian people with all the souped up cars that we always walked by or whatnot? Those people actually like race or whatnot. They used to start by where our street is at, nearby Giuliano's. Where Old City is at. I'm a little slow to your statement. Oh, yeah, sorry, I keep on forgetting. But no, I'll tell you later. But hey, yo, who is David? Cause I woke up to this stuff like he killed his girlfriend and his girlfriend was like underage or some shit. Like what? Who the fuck is this guy? This is my first time ever hearing about him, by the way.
No foul play suspected, huh? A lot of people don't even know
This is about Ruin Lion, by the way, another person who I follow.
this, but there was a series of hangings immediately following some of the George Floyd protests in Southern California and New York and Portland and Houston, all of whom were black or Hispanic. All of these were ruled suicides with no foul play. Concurrently to all of these hangings, nooses were starting to be found all over the country, including someone hanging a full life-size dummy in effigy miles away from where somebody found a body in Southern California. Historically, one of the functions of lynching people in this manner is plausible deniability, both by the people who are committing these horrific atrocities and also by the people supposedly investigating these atrocities, oftentimes in an effort to cover up these crimes. So when you hear that there's no foul play suspected in 21-year-old Mississippi college student Trey Reed's hanging, where his father recounts Trey going to the police to report harassment and the police doing nothing, and Trey putting pressure on the same police department for not doing anything. And Trey's family members are saying that they saw bruises all over him and possibly broken bones. You have to think, why are they saying this? Why are they not allowing Trey Reed's family to identify his body? What possible fucking reason for that could there be, you think? The other reason that people are brutally lynched like this is because it is a very effective intimidation technique. It is a brutal message delivered to people who look like the person who was targeted, delivered by people who feel the need to express their superiority, their supremacy. Considering what has happened this week, considering the fall.
Yo, I wasn't ready for that. I was not ready for that. Oh shit. Oh, real line just came out of nowhere. Oh, that fucked me up. Yeah, don't really race anymore, but I'm what do they mean? Car meets. I don't really know David guy, but all I know is he's beyond cooked. He's going for jail for sure. All I know is beyond cooked. Yeah, cause like I heard he made songs that the similar area of him putting like women in the back of his car. He had a song about killing somebody, and like, yo, and then they find him like in an abandoned Tesla car, and like he's touring. And like everybody's like, yo.
Fallout of political violence and the target of the fallout of political violence inevitably being marginalized communities. The timing of this is immaculate. No foul play suspected is, in my opinion, considering everything, literally unbelievable.
I get it. You're sick of hearing about Charlie Kirk.
Hold on.
Everything literally unbelievable.
I get it.
Evidence claim of broken limbs. There are no official evidence of corroboration that Reed's limbs were broken. Blah blah blah. Corners. Blah blah blah. Moves in the handling of the body, especially during interviews. No broken. Authorities have urged the public to refrain from spreading unverified rumors on social media. Thank you. As the claims appears to originate from a social media unsubsidized media posts that rather for the broken limbs as I can't read the rest of that.
You're sick of hearing about Charlie Kirk, but on what planet do you think it makes sense to lie about a man potentially taking his own life and coming up with a story that just because it's Mississippi, clearly black dude dies? It must have been them dirty whites. Can y'all?
Damn, that's crazy. But no, I think Mississippi or one of the southern states was the last state to stop lynching recently.
Actually show a ounce of humanity, even just a little bit, for anybody in any moment.
Hold on, what? The girl they found in the car were yeah, I thought she was like older. Like I heard there was 16 or whatnot, but I didn't know that action was confirmed that. They have been matching tattoos. I believe they met back in 2023. Ew.
Cost you nothing to shut your goddamn mouth and just wait a second to find out if this dude actually got jumped, beat, broken, and then they hung him up as a sign to say white power. Here we go. Or if this man ultimately
something happened during like while he was touring, they found out he was murdered and like or some weird shit or whatnot, and like he was touring or something. But then again, they found the car abandoned while he was touring. Like if he gets some like weird alibi, that'd be crazy. Like I said, he's beyond cooked. Yeah, no, he's 100% cooked. No doubt about it. GG's.
Maybe down on his luck, maybe depressed, maybe had some mental issues, who knows? But it's the confidence of people to be running towards this, hoping that it's the case. when I feel as though it's going to end up not being it, and all these dumb motherfuckers are not going to address it, or they're going to make an excuse to sit there and be like, well,
I don't know. I'm gonna wait till like something else comes out about it or more footage or whatnot. Because I'm not being even married. It's like they were hanged, but it's mildly suspicious that like fucking a couple of days after Charlie Kirk dies, everybody's making jokes on the internet, and now there's somebody's like hanging from American University or something like that. But I don't have the full details. But that's what I know for sure. But like I said, I'm gonna wait till like more evidence is gonna come out until we get like video evidence or something like that. Cause like somebody's gonna have to have video evidence, like with the Charlie Kirk's killer. That I said was like, bro, there's no way he's gonna get away with this. We're damn near almost a surveillance state. There's cameras everywhere, especially like when the motherfuckers already seen you up there on camera, just like how Trump shooters saw up there by camera. So nobody could have missed him. Dead ass. I don't see how you got that shot off. Like talking about out of my jurisdiction. Like if you don't get out of here, like I would have been like, oh, Trump, like you're fired. 50 Cent, I mean, no, not 50 Cent. Oh, yeah, 50 Cent mad as fuck that Trump's playing Mini-Man and this fucking limo. But no.
Well, it was still important to talk about when I've been saying for years, if you actually care, you're not gonna fucking...
Yeah, Charlie Kirk's death overshadowed a ton of shit that came out. 2 school shootings, 2 or 3 lynchings, and some other stuff I can't remember. Yeah, the protests that happened in LA. Yeah, I knew about one. I didn't know there was another shooting. I only knew about the one lynching, but I didn't know about the other 2. It's messed up that people are jumping to conclusions this fast, but I'm not surprised because the internet will always jump to conclusions like we always do. The internet always does. It's crazy. We don't give it 2 weeks. We don't give it like a month or whatnot. We don't wait till stuff develops. No, this is instant karma now.
Can make up a story.
This evening, the Mississippi State Medical Examiner says 21-year-old Trey Reed's death on the campus of Delta State University was a suicide.
Yes, sadly, that report lining up with the coroner's initial findings. WRG's Mike Sirianni is in Reed's hometown of Grenada as it rallies in support of his family.
An hour east of Delta State University, here in Trey Reed's hometown of Grenada, news that the Mississippi State Medical Examiner's office ruled suicide as the cause of death for the 21-year-old freshman drew this reaction from Mayor Charles Latham.
It's more than just community. The nation is mourning this.
Mayor Charles Latham responding after the state medical examiner echoes the initial report by the Bolivar County coroner that no signs of foul play were found when Trey Reed's body was discovered hanging from a tree Monday on the campus of Delta State University.
It does look as if those 2 reports are consistent, and we have to take those facts into consideration.
Thursday, Mayor Charles Latham stopping by Lottie Dottie's ice cream truck, ordering a sweet treat.
Delicious!
And in the process, donating to a fundraising effort for the family of Trey Reed. Madison Millette, the owner of Lottie Dottie's, announcing all proceeds Thursday from sales will go to Reed's family.
So I just came up with the idea to do his fundraiser and give the proceeds to his.
She sounds like, what's her name? It looks like, what's her name from, True Blood. I forgot her name already. Tara. Yeah. I heard about Jimmy Kimmel was fucked up. Yeah, that's real fucked up. Bro, like, come on, man. Ain't no other president got mad like Trump's getting mad about that. Like, if it wasn't for the FTC, bro, ABC would have kept him on there, bro. Because, like, what I've been hearing from, like, news outlets and stuff like that, ABC didn't want to fucking drop him at all. And also, I was told, like, during the stream or whatnot, they shot up the ABC studios in Sacramento. It was a drive-by, bro, like an actual drive-by. It's crazy.
Family to help with this tough time they're going through right now.
Where is she? And they told me where you were. I said, I'm on my way.
Word spread like wildfire about Millette's fundraiser. Many in this area devastated by news that Delta State University freshman from Grenada was found hanging from a tree on campus Monday, dead.
I just felt like we should support the Reed family. It was a devastating loss for them. and just want to do what we can for our community.
The community is expected to come together Saturday at 6 p.m. for a candlelight vigil at the Grenada High School on Fairgrounds Road. Mayor Charles Latham says emotions over Trey Reed's death extend far beyond the 21-year-old's hometown.
Got a lady from Massachusetts called all the way down here. She's going to provide balloons to be released.
Join like Jon Stewart's little fucking gang or whatnot, because we know Jon Stewart's going to have to talk about this. That British fuck better say something. I know HBO's probably going to be pissed off because they did remove fucking a South Park episode, but gotta talk about this. Like, dead ass. There's no way they're going to avoid this shit. John Oliver has to say something. I know I said the wrong name at first, but John Oliver has to say something about this. There's no damn way him and his writers is not going to not stay away from this. There's going to be, actually, you know what? There's going to be some sincere shit, and then they actually going to get serious in 10 minutes, and there's going to be 15 minutes of jokes. Dead ass. But if they don't, if they don't cover it, fine. But if they do, it's going to be a lot of funny bits.
These stairs, you can provide water.
And you're all going to cope with laughter, guys.
We've had lady people to call us there providing those candles for us out there. So the whole community and people actually from across this country are coming together to support the Reed family.
In this moment, I have one of two choices. I could either spend 10 minutes belligerently swearing up a storm about how inconsistent and inconsiderate people are, or I could be cordial about it, and I'm deciding to be cordial about it, but I may just crash out anyway. When you have people who ignore every possible outcome to just fixate on one because they have nothing else to go on, it speaks truth to how no one truly cares about anyone in any scenario at any given moment. A man was found hanging in a tree, and nobody thought, out of all these people I've seen, nobody thought for a moment, hey, maybe this dude took his life. It would have been sad, but maybe he took his life because of the pressures of going on in his own daily life that no one who is not him would be fully aware about. Y'all were believing a guy who still has not addressed the fact that he was sitting up there lying about knowing this dude, and he had broken bones and the racism in Mississippi, and you sat there and peddled this because you were bored. You had nothing to do. You had nothing to talk about. The story gained traction in your algorithm, and you ran with it, and you just continued to spread the propaganda of a dude just getting his arms broken, his legs broken, and somehow mystically ending up in a tree with a rope around his neck. Nobody, when you ask these people, when you ask them, hey, can you show me where you got that information from, that he had broken arms and legs? Nobody had that. They just had a TikTok of someone else saying it.
Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. Oh, God.
And a TikTok of someone else saying it. And a TikTok of someone else saying it. Nothing at all. And I want to make this very clear for anyone who's choosing to not get it because you're stupid. The family at current moment, I'm recording this Friday morning, the family is going in the means of having a separate private autopsy done because they feel like something is wrong here.
Trey Reed's family filled this church demanding answers from Delta State University and the Bolivar County coroner as to what happened to him.
The family does not know exactly what happened on September the 15th of 2025. We are seeking answers.
The pews of Living Faith Miracle Temple Church in Grenada were filled with family members of 21-year-old Trey Reed. The Delta State University freshman was hanged from a tree on campus on Monday. The family's attorney, Vanessa Jones, and Trey's grandfather.
Final Cut Pro, you could do a button command where you hold, I think it's Shift Control, I think A. That will select all the outer side of this. Hold on. No, that's still hold for fucking timeline or whatnot. So that's not it. No, that's the save. Actually, no, you have to save.
Fathers say they were misinformed by the Bolivar County Sheriff's Department on what happened to Reed.
He told me that they found Trey Reed
in his room. And he didn't say possible suicide, he said suicide.
Now Reed's family is demanding an independent investigation.
Oh, in his room?
An autopsy. In response to Reed's death, DSU's president went to Facebook and put out a statement.
And one of our students is gone, and we will never forget that. We continue to meet with and be in contact with Trey's family. We give them our love and support.
Yeah, because
and
like
we
there
know
has
that
to
we
be like
can
some kind
never
of footage
fully
or
heal
whatnot if like it was an actual
Yeah, the
lynching.
family said they never had any communication with the university.
The family of Trey Reed has not even received a phone call from the president of Delta State University.
Reed's family described him as a joyful young man with a future ahead of him. They said they are confused on how this became his fate.
Something just not right. It's just not right. We're not right. And I don't believe Cray would do this to his family, hanging himself. I don't believe that.
There's a toxicology report that's going to take, I believe, 2 to 4 weeks to actually come back and get information on. So if the family is dedicated to finding out more about what happened to their brother, their son, their family member, go ahead. Keep doing it, because when you find out that the cops told this family that he died in his room, and then they find out they're unhanging him from a tree, there's a problem there that the family needs.
Yeah, I didn't know about that part either. That's crazy. I'm just gonna wait for more developments though, because like, yikes.
To figure out, and hopefully they do. Do I have confidence in Ben Crump? No, but I would hope in that moment there's a little bit more transparency here, because without transparency and with cops telling a family that has to find out that their family member is dead one story, but they see another one, they have all the right under the sun to figure out step by step what happened here. There's a confirmed report that there's camera footage of what is going on, and if they're investigating it and they're making sure that they're dotting the pinpoint steps of this dude to figure out how he ended up from point A to point B so fast, please give that to the family, investigate it. I don't even want the general public to have it. Give that to the family, because it's clear as day when you hand out information to the general public.
I wonder if the school took it down. No. Would that be tampering? Yeah, that would be tampering evidence, but you know what? No, this don't keep playing. I don't want to assume
You get
anything.
stupid motherfuckers who will just talk a big game with nothing to back it behind that.
There's been a new update in the case of Trey Reed, the 21-year-old black college student who was found hanging from a tree on his college campus at Delta State University. Now, I'm personally not buying this because it's Mississippi and they've been covering up black people hanging from trees forever, so they're not new to this, stay true to this. But the Cleveland Police Department states that the medical examiner's office has determined that it was a death by self-unaliving. Okay. The family also reached out to local Congressman Benny Thompson asking for his help and asking for him to get the FBI involved, as they should, and here's what he said.
And you know, at the family's request, I thought that was reasonable. They had met with local authorities and they had been shared some information, but not all information. And so I think as much information as we can gather around what actually occurred, the better off we are as a community and as a state.
I also still think it's strange that it's taken them this long to hand over the video footage that they claim that they have that could put all of this to rest. If it was, in fact, a self-unaliving, why wouldn't you just release the video to the family so that everyone could know and have peace of mind? And why are you taking so long to release it? Are you doing something to it? It just doesn't, the math is still not mathing for me.
Let me help you with your mathematical equation. If these people are dedicated to transparency, they're going to get every pinpoint step that this dude took on campus, maybe a day before, 2 days before, so that they could timeline how we got from him strolling on campus, probably trying to figure out, wait, what he gonna eat at the cafeteria, what class he going to at that point, to eventually him getting to that tree. And if there's camera footage that even slightly shows the tree where he was hung, you might want to get that one too. And that's not something that you could just go in and get at a beck and call. You need to timeline this so that you could be transparent for the family. You sitting there playing baseless investigator saying, are you doing something?
To go through an 8-hour video might take days actually for a video editor, especially like if you're going through bit by bit searching for someone or whatnot, and then you have to tag and flag and then save. So you need like at least 2 to 3 video editors to make it go like a little bit more faster. That could take like a half a day. And like you have to go through a lot of footage when it comes to that, because you got multiple cameras to go through. You got to do time sync. You got to see which one's which, because sometimes the cam codes don't even match sometimes. And that what sucks about security cameras or security recording, because sometimes you have to like make sure go out and check which exact serial numbers on the camera sometimes. But I don't know. I think they have some new event shit, but like when we didn't have that, you actually have to check the camera sometimes.
Something to it, it seems fishy to me, lets me know that you're not true to this and you are drastically new to this when it comes to sitting back and waiting so that people could actually do their job. And you know what? Let's play a game. Even if they do this, they do exactly what you want, they give you every single thing that they got, you're still gonna sit there and play the game of, oh well, clearly we're missing something, I just can't put my finger on it. And why can't I put my finger on it? Is because I have no idea what I'm looking for, and I'm just hoping for an outcome that benefits my benign rants that I'm going on about on TikTok. And the thing that pisses me off the most is the confidence in so many people that this was a sign of what's to come. Charlie Kirk dies and now black people are getting hung. And I didn't bring it up in the last video, but I think it's very important for everybody to understand this. I don't care your political alignings. I don't necessarily care, even though I'm a
Wednesday I jumped rope for 15 minutes. Wednesday I jumped rope for 15 minutes, jumped for 5-minute jump, rest for 2 minutes, and jogged for a mile. And then according to my phone, I'm starting to get back to my youth. Hey! Bro, fucking, I went out fucking, yesterday, fucking, it was hot as fuck for no reason, right? It's because, I wanted to take the walk to the 7-Eleven. Bro, it was hot for no reason, bro. I got to like where the old liquor store was at and said fuck this shit, cause it's downhill where I have to go through walk to the 7-Eleven, was uphill all the way back up. And I was like, you know what, fuck it. I just walked all the way back home and just went to sleep. Took a shower and went to sleep. I was tired. But no, good to get new stuff. I need to actually get my 3DS working so I can actually use it as a step counter, because the battery that's in it right now is terrible, but the step counter still works.
About to bring it up, your skin colors. This is white on white violence. I don't care about political affiliations, sexualities, trans, boy, girlfriend, none of that. These are two white people. This has nothing to do with the blacks. So to tie a guy hanging himself.
Yeah, that's crazy to put that on. But also, like, I didn't know about the other lynchings. Yeah, that's crazy.
To anything around this is a sign that everyone's choosing to ignore any other possible outcome. And here's one that I'm going to throw out that maybe some of you who are running around spreading a narrative are not willing to compromise with, because it doesn't really align with your magical world of rainbows and ponies. People take their own lives. people commit suicide, and it's bad. It's a sign that depression wins, and it is the most disastrous thing one could deal with in terms of their own life. Constantly being in a mental state, that is terrible. And unless I see a significantly different outcome that shows that this dude didn't take his life, that seems to be the out.
I hate that. He has the same shit I was having. You gotta use in your thing a little bit too deep. Unless that's his AMD thing he's using. It is AMD. Oh my god, I hate this.
And the sick part is
that's not on purpose.
I want to be wrong. I want the camera footage to show this family that he got jumped by a group of people, and to try to hide their tracks, they beat him to death and then they hung him up in a tree. I want that to be the case. That way we could have a conversation about how violent the world was already, and now more people are seeing it because how dare you have a phone that you spent $2,000 on because you think it's better to have it than to miss out on not having it. But it's looking like it's a guy who took his own life, and that is the saddest thing to me, that in a moment where somebody may, and I don't know this man, I'm telling you, I have no idea who this man is. I have no connection to this man. I know nothing about this man. The only thing we got in common is skin color. If he was down on his luck mentally and he decided his best option was to take his life, I'm sad that he thought that that might have been the best way. I'm sad that he thought maybe he wasn't fit to be here. Maybe he was going through things and he thought that this was his.
Man, we are watching some dark videos today. Fuck. After this, I'm gonna play some comedy. Cause this is a dark day, fam. Ugh.
His best.
But I see what he means about. I'm just gonna wait for like another couple of weeks. We're probably gonna talk about our next podcast along with the David stuff. But yeah, man, fucking yikes. If there's video footage, I hope they put it out. And not like the video footage of yeah, no, there'll be video footage.
Option.
And not out to the public. I mean, out for the parents or whatnot. You know what I mean?
Sad about that. And I'm even more pissed off that people are looking at this and saying, fuck the possible mental health of the dude. Let's just focus on the fact that other people may have done this. The whites may have done this. They're running around talking about how they want to knock on doors to verify if Charlie Kirk is their Lord and Savior. It must have been the whites. Can we please, at some point, fucking care about people's mental health? Can it be something more normalized? I'm not going to sit here and say no one cares about mental health. It's an important thing. But for fuck, can somebody reconcile with me about how stupid it is, how all
why is he yelling?
these people I've shown you didn't really.
This is probably just like, you know, the shit that I post on the internet. Because celebrating somebody's death is still crazy.
Really address mental health once. They just really want.
What video is this?
Hi.
I'm sorry. That's funny. I remember what this is.
Want it to be the mystical whites coming through and enacting revenge upon their fallen, crooked hairlined brother. Because, oh my God, if I gotta continue speaking about motherfuckers who are this delusional, I'm going to have an aneurysm. The last time this was something prevalent for people to talk about, they had the guy who took his life buying the rope, and for some reason people didn't want to look at that and buy into that. They wanted to sit here and say that a hurricane is the result of a dude taking his life, and apparently nobody cared. Well, great, you didn't care, and now you want to see people dead because of a guy you didn't care about until his TikTok algorithm blessed you with something to bitch about for about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Congratulations, you are a wonderful human being. No, you're not. That's sarcasm.
Yo, who said that?
For anyone who couldn't catch it, I'm gonna end this video like this. Oh my God, can we get to a point where people will actually sit down, shut the fuck up, and just wait? Because when I made that video, I already had it in my mind that, you know, these motherfuckers might be wrong. And now we got people running around saying that autopsy's fake. Now we got people running around saying they're doctoring this footage. Oh, I'm sure they're doing it because they don't want you to see the truth. And none of them are coming to grips with the unfortunate possible reality that a dude took his life. And I know that's uncomfortable for a lot of people, but hear me clearly. You being uncomfortable about a truth does not make it okay for you to just start spreading lies so that you could feel better. Fuck you, and may this man rest in peace. Goodbye.
Oh, no, you're right. You have to yell in my ear, though. Wish you had like a scream warning or some shit, because like, fuck. How is this all in my ear, bro? But no, Twitter versus David. But no, how many hours has it been? It's been only a couple of hours, bro. I am so faded right now, bro. Indian fatigue. Yeah, but I got some white fatigue from all that, bro. I'm good. There's always some hairline-ness looking dude. No, I had another joint. I smoked it today. Didn't cough that much though.
Is that Miss Crabtree?
Yep, that's her. My father took one look at Miss Crabtree and knew exactly why Drew was failing.
Excuse me, can I help you? Hi, Drew.
Hi.
Is all that really necessary?
I'm sorry, all of what?
All this. I mean, the boy can't even concentrate.
Neither can you.
I'm sorry, I still don't follow.
Excuse me. Drew, what's 8 times 12?
I don't know.
How about now?
96.
Who wrote the Declaration of Independence?
I don't know.
How about now?
Thomas Jefferson.
Drew, what's your name?
I don't know.
Look, if you were going to be an educator...
I get it. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's really fucking funny. Oh.
Buy some uglier clothes, please.
Drew's grades improved after he transferred to the class of Miss Murphy, a 90-year-old lady with a mustache.
Ew.
Is that Miss Crabtree?
Yep, that's her. My father took one look at Miss Crabtree and knew exactly why Drew was failing.
Wow, good show, by the way. Trying to get to the end of this timeline. I made it so damn big. False, by the way. Oh, wait, there we go. Right way. Hold on. Alright, so now I need to add more clips. I can delete this rest of them over here. Are we keeping these? Look, this is all new at this end right here. We didn't have this at the end. Dude, I remember when I first. What is this? Oh, what is this?
Absolutely no way I'm getting through that. Completely solid. But watch this.
Alright. Delete that.
Shut the fuck up.
Don't you?
Dude,
I remember talking about
look up blue waffle as a part of your history tour.
No, don't do
this
that.
is
Don't
Nano.
do that. Don't you?
Dude,
I remember when
girls,
I remember when I first seen blue waffle. My dick was in my hand. I was like,
Wait.
They told me blue waffle was like some kind of.
Wait. What is this?
I think I
Rocket Jump's coming back?
got
What?
lucky because in high school I figured out the one thing I wanted to do for the rest of my life, and that was making movies. That strapping young lad over there is me, diving across the floor with 2 guns. And even in a gunfight, I make sure to take off my shoes indoors.
He gotta grab Mike Diva. Him and Mike Diva have to combine forces.
These are clips from a feature-length film a friend and I made in high school back in 2002, and man, everybody in this movie is wearing sunglasses, huh? 2002 was a very clutch time to start playing around with After Effects and Final Cut Pro. Along the way, making movies has intersected with other pursuits, such as my brief yet fruitful career
Final Cut Pro is good editing software for beginners.
as a stone-cold globe-trotting Guitar Hero professional.
Angels and Airways, Flyleaf, and Sebastian Bach after this from the Hard Rock in Times Square. Don't go anywhere.
This is about as serious as it gets. That's my gold medal from the World Series of Video Games from 2007. I keep that around to remind me of how good I am at Guitar Hero. But even though I was one of the most electrifying pro gaming personalities of all time, behind all of that was a desire to make entertaining videos. Like this one, the first video brand I made freshman year of college, along with our friend Pat. And this is the oldest artifact I have from the pre-YouTube days. A tintype photograph of me in a bear costume. Back then, Nico, Sam, Brandon, and I, and later Matt, lived and worked out of a former paint factory on a dead-end street in an industrial part of LA. And there was a guy in our building who did tintype photographs. And one day,
I know exactly where it's at. I'm not going to say it out loud, but it's near the bridge. If people who in Cali know where that is, it's near that bridge.
Saw me on the street messing around in this bear costume from the direct-to-DVD horror movie I produced called Bear, and he was like, "Hey, you want a picture of that?" And I said, "Yeah." This unassuming dead-end street was where we all got our start. It was completely empty after work hours and also on the weekends, so it quickly became the backdrop for numerous visual effects experiments, action shorts, full-on gunfights with realistic weapon props. In those days, we could get away with basically whatever we wanted, and nobody would call the cops on us. So we started working on the Freddie W. YouTube channel in early 2010, which was, in retrospect, a clutch time to start a YouTube channel. And by the end of the first year and nearing 1 million subs, we did something called the Freddie W. YouTube Road Trip 2010. The plan was to solicit cool locations from our then burgeoning 97% male, 3% female fan base, and then get in an RV and drive around the country and meet up with those fans to make cool YouTube videos. We were pioneers in this sense because we weren't just meeting up with fans, we were using them for content. We met people who recognized us from our videos for the first time. This is our first ever fan meetup in an In-N-Out outside of Sacramento. We made a video with Ian and Anthony from Smosh. We got our first community guideline strike for this video.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
We had to explain to YouTube, this is a visual effects channel. I'm not stupid enough to stand in front of a guy shooting a rifle at me. That is a real explosive charge though inside the watermelon. It's not like we didn't test it first.
3, 2, 1.
See, the other watermelon is fine. We also made our first viral video, future first-person shooter.
It's kind of weird. I have to run in a weird way.
On our YouTube channel, we were always pushing ourselves and trying new things because we wanted to learn as much as we could about filmmaking. Remember, I didn't get into movies because of YouTube. I got into YouTube because I wanted to make movies. So in 2012, we made Video Game High School.
Kitty, move. Kitty, move.
And you know what? I'll say it.
Yeah, VGHS was a pretty okay show, but like, I didn't like the villain premise that like dude was just a cheater. They could have been a lot more better or whatnot with this him being just fucking an asshole.
That show's pretty good.
Later on in the series.
I think it's fair to say it's a cult classic now. I don't know if I get to say that. It'd be like editing your own Wikipedia page, but
like,
you know.
Without the cheats, he was good.
This time we're watching VGHS, which is my favorite thing in the world. It's my favorite thing in the world.
Brian D happened to beat him on national television.
It is the epitome of what can be done with an independent internet series made by a group of people
Imagine you play against somebody, right? You find out they're cheating and they turn off their hacks. Like you see them turn off 100% their hacks. Their hacks are totally off, uninstalled. New fucking PC. No cheats on it. Fresh install. And he just destroys you. Like for 10 more rounds. And then he laughs maniacally. Well, I don't even need cheats to beat you. Oh, she's only hold me back. Imagine.
epitomize independent internet success.
The years have been kind to our show, but few seem to remember that when VGHS first came out, about half of the Freddie W audience thought it was the shittiest, cringiest thing they had ever seen. None of the cool gaming blogs we were reading would write about it. Kotaku, don't get me started on Kotaku. They hated us there because nobody wanted to talk about Video Game High School. And we're like, this is a YouTube show about video games. What else do you want, Kotaku?
I didn't know Kotaku was
a lot of those YouTube subscribers smashed that unsubscribe button and never came back. Most went into the loving arms of Machinima, which later got sold for $100 million and these days looks like they sell pickleball equipment. Additionally, all of the cool Hollywood professionals we were working with.
I'm watching another group that was collabs with these guys, Rocket Jump. It's called Internet Today, and there's this two white guys who talk about like pop culture and news and shit like that. And they're from LA, so like, yeah, they're actually pretty funny dudes because they used to do like a lot of video game stuff, but now, sadly, it's just politics. It sucks. It fucking sucks. It really does because they actually do go into it, but like. Elon Musk has mentioned like 80 times, and like they know it sucks, and they've been saying this shit sucks, and it's the only thing that we like have because we tried to defer, because like they actually would explain why they're slaying for this shit, and like they're also knowing and sponsors and shit. Like loyal fans are just gonna tune in and watch or whatnot. But like they know it sucks. They've tried to give out less ads as possible, but they know YouTube fucking flash ads to this shit, so they actually said fuck it. And there's people who actually legitimately donate to them. It's crazy. It's like they're actually a good show. They actually had a team of like 6 people at one point, but like ever since Big Cinema broke up, it's been less and less. Like they still talk to like everybody, but a lot of people still have their lives. These two dudes are best friends, and they've been like doing this shit for a long ass time, and they're probably gonna do it for a while. They do take breaks though, like, which is cool.
Show sucked. They were like, can we please change the name? High School? Like, we can't sell High School. Brands would tell us, we can't sell High School. Can you change it to something cool, like Video Game Academy? And we're like, no. Now, I'm not going to act like we didn't take any brand money we could get wherever we could get it to get that show made. There is egregious product placement in Video Game High School. But even we, upstart internet losers, had our limits. So when AT&T asked us to change the name of the internet on the show to the AT&T Uverse, we politely declined. This ended up being a major tactical blunder. Years later, we're shopping around the animated spin-off with our partners at Titmouse, and we have been pitching this thing for years at this point. We've gone back to places, and there's just like new leadership there, so like, let's pitch it again. We finally get a bite at Cartoon Network, and we're like, we have executives who believe in the show. It feels like it's finally going to get made. Our lawyers are about to get talking to each other. A deal's about to be struck. But then Cartoon Network Studios gets folded into Warner Brothers Animation, which is itself a subsidiary of Warner Brothers Discovery. Warner Brothers Discovery got formed when Discovery merged with Warner Media. Warner Media was spun off by their parent company. You guessed it, AT&T. New management means cleaning house and staff reorganization, so our little project fell by the wayside. They would get their revenge in the end. We made 3 seasons of Video Game High School. Brandon would move on to create several seminal works in VR gaming. We renamed the channel Rocket Jump, made more videos with very cool people, got on a couple
Key and Peele. I remember that episode.
Late night talk shows. We got entertainment lawyers and representation. We start going to pitch meetings around town. We made 2 shows with Hulu, none of which got second seasons, which for all of you industry
I didn't know they did. Oh, they did the Dimension 404.
veterans out there will know that means those shows didn't do very good. We pitched movies to, in no particular order, every streaming service you've ever heard of, any production company that would take our meeting, YouTube, Snapchat, Xbox, Yahoo, Verizon, Go90, Quibi. We couldn't get a show with Quibi.
It's cool that they're coming back though. This is actually really good. This is actually really good news.
Everyone got a show with Quibi. At one point I flew to China for 2 weeks to pitch Chinese media companies, which by the way caused a minor conspiracy theory that Rocket Jump had been acquired by Chinese media companies, to which I say, bro, I wish. At one point we were in talks with Steam. We were talking to those guys for months. And one day we hop on the phone with them and they're like, yeah, sorry, we don't have the power to make that show. So much for flat organizational structure, huh? You want a true tale of Hollywood woe? Let me tell you about The Witcher. We're big fans of the games and the books. Nobody in Hollywood knew what The Witcher was. We got connected with the people who had the rights. Now, originally they were planning on making it as like kind of a smaller-ish budget feature film. We read the script and we're like, no, guys, do it as a series. Follow the books, start off with the short stories. We laid out what the first season could be. We convinced them on that. We got our materials together. The director flew in from Poland. We pitched it all around.
No, they got robbed. No, don't tell me they got robbed. No.
We went to Amazon. Amazon had another fantasy
I didn't think that was true, but no.
Series in development. Wonder what that could have been. I leveraged every contact and every ounce of credibility I had. We got in front of the head-ups at Netflix. And to be clear, like, we're already in over our heads on this deal. Like, we didn't think we were going to really get much out of this because, you know, we're kind of Johnny-come-lately to the party. So we pitch it all over the place. We don't hear anything. Months later, we hear they're doing it. And of course, we're nowhere near this project, which is fine. We get it. It hurts. It sucked. We put a bunch of, you know, work into it. But that's Hollywood, baby. That's just how it goes. But then our agents were like, whoa, hold on. Weren't you guys a part of this? We're going to get you a credit. And I was like, okay, yeah. That'd be cool, go for it. Little did I know that I'd greenlit a napalm strike on every bridge that I had. They called the producers, they called Netflix, they called everyone involved in the original project, and they just yelled at everyone. They yelled at everyone so long and so hard that to this day, I'm unsure if Netflix is cool with me anymore. 2 weeks later, I'm at a Asian Americans in Hollywood event, and a guy I don't even know who works at Netflix, I've never seen this guy before, comes up to me and goes like, hey Freddie, hey, nice to meet you. Heard about The Witcher, woof. I'm like, what? Woof what? And then after that, we're like, well, that's not what we wanted to happen. Well, we should schedule a call with our guys and be like, hey, we need to talk about new representation. So we set the call up, and on the call, first thing they say, hey guys, this isn't working out. They broke up with us before we could even break up with them? Man, that's slick. Anyway, that's a short summary of the 5 years we spent killing it in Hollywood.
On November 2nd, 2018, I pressed upload on the Rocket Jump YouTube channel for the last time. That video, story break animated, procedurally generated romance novels, prophetically foresaw the rise of generative AI. It was also the final Rocket Jump video.
Until 6 years later when we threw up the trailer for We're All Gonna Die. As each year passed, Matt and I grew more and more frustrated at our inability to get literally anything off the ground. But that shouldn't be surprising. Anybody who knows Hollywood knows that this is a town rife with stories of close calls, near misses, and a lot of failed pitches. This is an industry full of people who have way longer careers, way more talented than us, who have had a much harder time getting things made. So like, we're not unique in that regard at all. But at one point, I saw a pitch deck for someone else's project that had shots from our videos on it. They were using us as reference imagery. I saw that, and I felt ashamed. So finally, we decided to go back to the way we've always done things, by ourselves, on our own. We need to make a feature film entirely within our own means. Thankfully, a decade of experience and a wealth of accolades as an early online internet influencer pioneer at the forefront of online digital media entertainment afforded me incredible insight into how to get a feature film production off the ground. Insight which I share with you now. Making a movie.
I'm excited that these guys actually are back, but like, are they back? Cause like I haven't heard from Rooster Teeth in not Rooster Teeth, Rocket Jump in decades. Cause like, we go to their shit or whatnot. Oh damn, their last video was 6 years ago until they dropped the trailer.
Freddie Wong way. Step 1.
By the way, subscribe to Rocket Jump, by the way. Forgot to say that, cause like, bro, I'm just shocked that they and Machinima has oh no, Machinima's gone, bro. Like Rooster Teeth is back, right? Machinima's as well. No, Machinima's gone. Rocket Rooster Teeth. It's funny because one of the dudes from Rooster Teeth had enough money to buy it after the site went under, so they got all their shit back. But there's gonna be a catch. I'm surprised that Rocket Jump is back. It's literally been that long. We're just waiting for Mike Diva, maybe Filthy Frank. No, that's never happening. Filthy Frank is not coming back ever. Like, if he ever came back, iDubbbz will become a respectable man again. Instead of letting his wife hold his jewels inside her purse.
Gather talented friends. Step 2. Create an improvised Dungeons and Dragons comedy podcast with those friends and become one of the top subscribed podcasts on Patreon in the world. Dungeons and Daddies is probably the funniest thing we've ever done. Second only, of course, the Anime Crimes Division, which, by the way, I was playing Death Stranding 2. Riley is in Death Stranding 2. So is Sungwon. What a treat. His voice, not his likeness. I wonder if Kojima knows that he's got the 2 leads of hit web series Anime Crimes Division and Death Stranding 2. He's a huge nerd. He might. Mm-hmm. But now I just saw his Criterion Closet episode, and it's all, have you seen it? It's all obscure Japanese cinema, so probably not. For the next 4 years, we're doing our D&D podcast, and Matt and I are squirreling away all of our podcast money to blow it all in one place. Our first feature film, independently financed in 2022 in the middle of the pandemic, which in retrospect was the worst time to independently finance a feature film. With that movie, we got into our first festival, South by Southwest. We got to see firsthand.
I don't know, because COVID stopped right after 2 years of that, so like, people would be going to the movie theaters, but it's going to be slow. Like, bring it out, that would have been just fine now.
How the tech bros ruined Austin. Also, Gordo's is the best donuts in the world right now, no question. After the festival, we did a small theatrical run, and now the movie is available for digital download and torrent, and I'm working on the Blu-ray as we speak. I have the check disc. I have to go make sure there's...
Did this motherfucker say torrent? Did I? Nigga, what?
See firsthand how the tech bros ruined Austin. Also, Gordo's is the best donuts in the world right now, no question. After the...
Ain't no way he said what I think he just said. Where's fucking closed captioning?
Festival, we did a small theatrical run, and now the movie is available for digital download and torrent, and I'm working on the...
Hold on.
Small theatrical run, and now the movie is available for digital download and torrent, and I...
He did say it! Why would he say that?
I'm working on the Blu-ray as we speak. I have the check disc. I have to go make sure there's no errors on it after we're done here. I'm seeing all the receipts come in, and let me tell you.
He did say torrented. That's crazy. Thank you for being... Freddie bro. Freddie W's back before GTA 6. Crazy. No, it's wild that Freddie Wrong is like doing shit now. That's crazy.
Boy howdy, we're not making our money back on this one, eh? But that's fine, because we made a movie we're proud of, and we learned a lot throughout the process. And that basically catches you up to where we are today. Matt and I are gearing up to make another movie, and this time, it's not an introspective sci-fi road trip comedy featuring stunning performances by Ashley Birch and Jordan Rodriguez. No, this one's gonna be a punchy martial arts action comedy starring me, the greatest Guitar Hero player who's ever lived. Is this the most bald-faced self-insert vanity project ever made? You be the judge. The movie is called Nail House. It's about two brothers defending their family dumpling.
Like, this is a set. This is not a real spot.
Shop. This restaurant that you see before you from an evil tech giant who wants their land for a corporate campus.
You can literally see them building the rest of the set back there. This is a full set. I hope it's. Oh wait, they're probably gonna use the whole set. Oh, that's cool. Are they gonna actually have a fight scene here? If that's, they probably have a fight scene here.
Stephen Chow, Jackie Chan, with a whole lot of heart. The older brother, played by me. The younger brother, someone you may recognize, Brandon H. Lee. You might know him from Cobra Kai. I know him as a 5th degree black belt who's medaled extensively in national and international competition. Impressive, right? But I can do that. Piece of cake. By the way, you might have noticed, this isn't a real Chinese restaurant I'm standing in. This is a set that we've built inspired by the numerous Chinese American restaurants that I remember growing up and having family dinners in. Now you might be asking yourself, seems like a lot of work. Why build a whole Chinese restaurant set? It's because that we found that over the years, you get the best action by planning it out inside the spaces that you're going to be shooting in. It allows you to experiment with ideas, try things out, fling your body around, and most importantly, play around. Last year, we tested the idea of building out our
I wonder if they bought the whole lot though.
Spaces early by building.
They just got the same lot.
A train car and shooting the first action sequence of the movie. It was a way to test our action design workflow, and it was also a way to get a little bit of the movie done. And yes, doing it this way is slow.
Are they hiring the 1,000-pound choreographers again? Because if so, that's cool.
It's more expensive. It's not the quote-unquote right way of doing things.
Hey, Akuma-chan, remember 1,000 pounds?
But there is no right way of doing things. It took us 15 years to figure that out. Don't you get it? Can't you see what's happened to creativity?
What is this video right now? Like,
we marched willingly into the open arms of capital to be rewarded with a curse. The curse is that now we all have to fight for people's attention, busking on a global stage and hawking our wares to a society decadent in distraction and frivolity. I said yes to Creator Clash 3 because I wanted to use that boxing training so I could change the way I moved, so I would be ready for the fights in this movie. I was willing to get in front of a stage of thousands, mostly Sapnap and Tubbo fans, but thousands of people get punched in the head. And what I would do is on the way out, I would wear a robe, and on the back of the robe it would say Mama Wong's Dumpling House, and that was how we were gonna start promoting this movie. What dark extremes must we pursue now to be heard over the din of slop and machine hallucination? I don't know. I know only that this teapot is the exact type of teapot I remember, and it needs to be in this Chinese restaurant. I remember this chair, this green and this leather and this shape. I sat in a chair like this on my 6th birthday party, and they brought me fruitcake. I remember these placemats with the Zodiac, Year of the Ox. I would read these while we were waiting for the waiters to bring us our food. Bright, patient, and inspiring to others. You can be happy by yourself, yet make an outstanding parent. Marry a snake or a cock. The sheep will bring trouble. We're gonna throw a small child off of this railing and into this table and through this placemat.
What? No. You look at that table like that. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Oh, that kid's about to get destroyed. Oh, that's funny.
You're probably wondering, Freddie, why now? Why not end Rocket Jump on a high note? Story-break animated, procedurally generated romance novels was one of the best videos you guys have ever made.
I don't think I watched that video on stream or ever. I'm gonna watch that video.
Come back. The answer is simple. I'm coming back because I've waited long enough. Long enough for some, not all, but some of our original fan base to become high net worth individuals. What's up, guys? Freddie Wong here. Perhaps you were tickled pink by Medal of Honor Cat and then acquired unfathomable generational wealth playing Minecraft. Or perhaps you're a fan of video game high school and cryptocurrency. Or perhaps you were moved by what the crying PC gamer had to say about hackers in online spaces and then became a financial dominatrix, or FinDom, and are now in charge of a diverse portfolio. I'm coming back because I've waited long enough. Long enough for some, not all, but some of our original fan base to become high net worth individuals. What's up, guys? Freddie Wong here. Perhaps you were tickled pink by Medal of Honor Cat and then
Twit kicks your man out of root too popular.
acquired unfathomable generational wealth playing Minecraft. Perhaps you're a fan of video game high school and cryptocurrency. Or perhaps
amateur but successful reality shows.
You're moved by what the crying PC gamer had to say about
trust fund child,
hackers in online spaces.
YouTuber, Instagram, makeup guru, former makeup guru, popular React channel owners, operators.
Then became a financial dominatrix, or FinDom.
OG handle hustle resellers, 0-day export brokers. Early investors in unicorn tech, IPOS? I don't know what that means. Yacht enthusiasts, mega cinema investor,
and are now in charge of a diverse portfolio.
Maker Studios investor, oh wow, these are shots. These three are shots. Fortune
perverts and are looking for new, exciting ways to blow.
Oh wow, these are shots.
Their wads of cash, that is. If this sounds like you and you want to help finance a feature film,
yeah, they shooting people.
have a look in the description. There's a link there to a Discord server for discerning individuals such as yourself. With your money and preferably zero to no creative oversight, I feel confident that we can make a kick-ass martial arts movie together. As for the rest of you, we're making videos again, so I don't know what you have to do. The unsubscribe and resubscribe. Let YouTube know you mean it. Better yet, use a feature on your browser called bookmarks. You can get a bookmark to any page on the internet by pressing Control or Command D if you're on a Mac. Bookmarks let you store your favorite websites in one convenient, easily accessible place. When it comes time to visit the site again, it's right there waiting for you. While you're bookmarking.
What the fuck? Does it still work that way? I don't understand if it still works that way.
Marking pages, have a look at the Rocket Jump Patreon. The Rocket Jump Patreon is a paywall. What a paywall does is it makes us feel more comfortable putting things up like the entire Nail House script, raw behind the scenes footage as we prep to make this movie. You can also watch our first movie there too, We're All Gonna Die.
I'm not gonna join the Discord though.
Cool about bookmarks is that you don't have to remember the long URLs for your favorite websites. Now, I know some of you tech-savvy users are asking, what's the point in bookmarks? I'll just search my history every time I need to go back to a website. You see, with tabs and all of our devices, it can be hard to track down exactly where and when you access that website. Bookmarks make it easy. We're going to be doing a crowdfund for Nail House at some point here, but Patreon is going to be the most direct way to support us, this channel, and our work. And in return for your support, I pledge to you, my loyal fans, that I will never interrupt a video to do some mid-roll baked-in, brought to you by ass sponsor ad.
Oh man, please GG Fuel. Please, just come out of nowhere, please. Just give us a GG Fuel jump scare.
Read. I do those on my Dungeons and Dragons podcast.
You know what? GG's that they're back. I didn't know that they were coming back. That was actually good news. I didn't know. That's cool. That's real cool. But no, that was by Rocket Jump. I haven't subscribed to him. I have to resubscribe. I haven't watched them since like the last season of Video Game High School, and that was it because yeah, I heard it was the last season or whatnot. It was a good run for him too. Like Mecha Cinema screwed everybody, bro. And now like a lot of shows are gone. A lot of good talent are just like gave off to win. A lot of them broke, are homeless now. And that millionaire, like, fuck that guy, bro. But it is what it is, man. It's not. It can't be between 2010 to 2014 anymore, you know. But with that said, I've been streaming for about 3 hours. I just wanted to react today while just fixing up this video or whatnot. It looked like it took us 3 hours to move a bunch of videos to the left and whatnot, and delete a couple of videos. But it is what it is. This is gonna be the new BR back screen. I'm just gonna fix it up a little bit, make it more tighter or whatnot, and see what I have and what can I remove and everything. I'm just moving things over or whatnot and just watching these videos because these videos are really fucking interesting. I will watch Sean Head's video, but I'm tired. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna make up my bed, take another shower, and call it a night. So I'll see y'all guys later. Deuces, y'all. And then I'm gonna watch a Greech's amount of hentai.